Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Today's Long Island Ducks game broadcast will begin shortly. Every game this season will be broadcast live on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network with high-definition video and audio via Boxcast. Fans can tune into the game on the Ducks' official Facebook page or YouTube channel, as well as the team's official website, liducks.com. Thank you for tuning in, and stand by for complete coverage of today's game. The box office is now open for 2018 individual ticket sales. Box office hours are Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. You can also purchase your tickets by calling 631-940-TIXX, going online to liducks.com, or visiting our mobile app. Season ticket packages and 10-game mini plans for the 2018 season are also available. To find out more information and secure your seats, please dial extensions 115 or 116 to speak with someone in our ticket office. Get your business recognized by hundreds of thousands of Long Islanders by taking advantage of the advertising and sponsorship opportunities currently available with the Long Island Ducks. For more information, please dial extension 106 or check us out on the web at liducks.com. The Ducks offer many packages available for groups with as little as 25 people to as many as 2,000. We offer block seating, pregame and in-game picnics, luxury suites, our exclusive Smoke and Owls party deck, and so much more. In addition, groups have the opportunity to take part in a variety of experiences, such as performing the national anthem or taking the field with the Ducks as the Dream Team. Group ticket packages for the 2018 season are now on sale. For more information on Ducks group outings, please dial extension 124 during normal business hours to speak with our Director of Group Sales. Looking for official Long Island Ducks merchandise, hard-to-find memorabilia, team apparel, and so much more? Then be sure to check out the Waddle Inn Shop, the official merchandise store of the Ducks. Fans can visit the shop online anytime at liducks.com by clicking the merchandise icon. For more information, please contact our Merchandise and Client Relations Manager at extension 110. Children 14 and under can become members of the Bethpage Federal Credit Union Long Island Ducks Kids Club today. Kids will receive a unique gift package and take part in a variety of fun activities that come with being a member of the Kids Club. For more information on how to sign your child up, please contact the Community Relations Department at extension 102. Quacker Jack, the 8-time Best Long Island mascot, is now available for appearances at parties and other special events throughout the Long Island community. Please contact the Community Relations Department at extension 102 to find out more information and to book an appearance. Once again, thank you for tuning in to the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Today's game will begin momentarily. You're tuned in to the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Today's Long Island Ducks game broadcast will begin shortly. Every game this season will be broadcast live on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network with high-definition video and audio via Boxcast. Fans can tune into the game on the Ducks' official Facebook page or YouTube channel, as well as the team's official website, liducks.com. Thank you for tuning in, and stand by for complete coverage of today's game. The box office is now open for 2018 individual ticket sales. Box office hours are Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. You can also purchase your tickets by calling 631-940-TIXX, going online to liducks.com, or visiting our mobile app. Season ticket packages and 10-game mini plans for the 2018 season are also available. To find out more information and secure your seats, please dial extensions 115 or 116 to speak with someone in our ticket office. Get your business recognized by hundreds of thousands of Long Islanders by taking advantage of the advertising and sponsorship opportunities currently available with the Long Island Ducks. For more information, please dial extension 106 or check us out on the web at liducks.com. The Ducks offer many packages available for groups with as little as 25 people to as many as 2,000. We offer block seating, pregame and in-game picnics, luxury suites, our exclusive Smoke and Owls party deck, and so much more. In addition, groups have the opportunity to take part in a variety of experiences, such as performing the national anthem or taking the field with the Ducks as the Dream Team. Group ticket packages for the 2018 season are now on sale. For more information on Ducks group outings, please dial extension 124 during normal business hours to speak with our Director of Group Sales. Looking for official Long Island Ducks merchandise, hard-to-find memorabilia, team apparel, and so much more? Then be sure to check out the Waddle Inn Shop, the official merchandise store of the Ducks. Fans can visit the shop online anytime at liducks.com by clicking the merchandise icon. For more information, please contact our Merchandise and Client Relations Manager at extension 110. Children 14 and under can become members of the Bethpage Federal Credit Union Long Island Ducks Kids Club today. Kids will receive a unique gift package and take part in a variety of fun activities that come with being a member of the Kids Club. For more information on how to sign your child up, please contact the Community Relations Department at extension 102. Quacker Jack, the 8-time Best Long Island mascot, is now available for appearances at parties and other special events throughout the Long Island community. Please contact the Community Relations Department at extension 102 to find out more information and to book an appearance. Once again, thank you for tuning in to the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Today's game will begin momentarily. You're tuned in to the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Today's Long Island Ducks game broadcast will begin shortly. Every game this season will be broadcast live on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network with high-definition video and audio via Boxcast. Fans can tune into the game on the Ducks' official Facebook page or YouTube channel, as well as the team's official website, liducks.com. Thank you for tuning in, and stand by for complete coverage of today's game. The box office is now open for 2018 individual ticket sales. Box office hours are Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. You can also purchase your tickets by calling 631-940-TIXX, going online to liducks.com, or visiting our mobile app. Season ticket packages and 10-game mini plans for the 2018 season are also available. To find out more information and secure your seats, please dial extensions 115 or 116 to speak with someone in our ticket office. Get your business recognized by hundreds of thousands of Long Islanders by taking advantage of the advertising and sponsorship opportunities currently available with the Long Island Ducks. For more information, please dial extension 106 or check us out on the web at liducks.com. The Ducks offer many packages available for groups with as little as 25 people to as many as 2,000. We offer block seating, pregame and in-game picnics, luxury suites, our exclusive Smoke and Owls party deck, and so much more. In addition, groups have the opportunity to take part in a variety of experiences, such as performing the national anthem or taking the field with the Ducks as the Dream Team. Group ticket packages for the 2018 season are now on sale. For more information on Ducks group outings, please dial extension 124 during normal business hours to speak with our Director of Group Sales. Looking for official Long Island Ducks merchandise, hard-to-find memorabilia, team apparel, and so much more? Then be sure to check out the Waddle Inn Shop, the official merchandise store of the Ducks. Fans can visit the shop online anytime at liducks.com by clicking the merchandise icon. For more information, please contact our Merchandise and Client Relations Manager at extension 110. Children 14 and under can become members of the Bethpage Federal Credit Union Long Island Ducks Kids Club today. Kids will receive a unique gift package and take part in a variety of fun activities that come with being a member of the Kids Club. For more information on how to sign your child up, please contact the Community Relations Department at extension 102. Quacker Jack, the 8-time Best Long Island mascot, is now available for appearances at parties and other special events throughout the Long Island community. Please contact the Community Relations Department at extension 102 to find out more information and to book an appearance. Once again, thank you for tuning in to the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Today's game will begin momentarily.
This is Long Island Ducks Baseball. Justin Davies at the plate. The winning run at third. Crowd going nuts. Swung on. Bouncing ball left side. Off the mitt. Up third baseman Brad Strauss. Here comes Willie Rodriguez. Justin Davies has done it again. The Ducks are one quack away from the championship. Jason Johnson makes the catch. He makes the catch. And the Long Island Ducks have swept the Camden River Sharks. They are the 2004 Atlantic League champions.
Going back is Adam Bailey. He settles under it. He makes the catch. Adam Bailey makes the catch. And for a second straight year, the Atlantic League trophy will reside on Long Island. The Ducks are the Atlantic League champions. Swinging a ground ball, hit toward short, charging in his lines. He fields, throws to first. The comeback is complete. From 2-0 down in the series, the Long Island Ducks have won 3 in a row at home. And for the 5th time in franchise history, they will head to the Atlantic League Championship Series.
And now it's time for the Long Island Ducks pregame show.
We are live here at Bethpage Ballpark in Central Islip, New York. It is time once again for Long Island Ducks baseball. And on this beautiful Sunday afternoon, it is the finale of a 3-game series. Ducks going for the sweep as they take on the Sugarland Skeeters. Well, good evening, everybody. My name is Michael Pollock, or I should say good afternoon, almost evening time here in Central Islip. Hope your weekend has been terrific and that it is ending off on the right note with some Ducks baseball here on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Thank you so much for tuning in on liducks.com, Facebook Live, youtube.com/Ducks Baseball. Wherever you are joining us on this Sunday afternoon, we appreciate you tuning in as always. Ducks looking to close out a 3-game sweep. It would be just their 2nd series sweep of this season, and it's been an up-and-down year for the Ducks, who finished 5 games in back of first for the first half Liberty Division title. Somerset claiming that reward and a postseason berth. Meanwhile, the Sugarland Skeeters were the first half champions in the Freedom Division with a 41-22 record, but they have now gotten off to an 0-2 start here in the second half of the season at the expense of the Ducks, who have broken out the bats in a big way to start off this series. A 12-4 win here on Friday night, a 7-5 victory yesterday, and combined the Ducks have hit 5 home runs in the first 2 games of the second half of the season. It was Taylor Ard leading the way here on Friday night, 2 home runs, 6 runs batted in. Travis Snyder also went deep. He had 4 RBIs in the series opener. And last night for the Ducks, they were led offensively by Dan Lyons, who had his 2nd home run of the season, a 2-run blast to left field in the 3rd inning. And then for the 2nd straight day, the Ducks hit a grand slam. It was David Washington proving to be the big hit of the ball game, a grand slam over the right field wall in the 6th inning that might still be traveling. It gave the Ducks a 6-2 lead at the time, and they were able to hang on for the 6-5 win to earn back-to-back victories and start off this second half of the season on the right foot. In addition, the Ducks have now won 3 of their last 4 games, going back to their July 4th win up in New Britain, Connecticut. So the Ducks certainly on the upward trend. That is a positive after a tough ending to the first half of the season where they struggled down the stretch. Kevin Byas said consistency is the key, and thus far through 2 games, the offense certainly has been consistent. The starting pitching has been strong as well. Brownell on Friday, Badamo yesterday, and the Ducks will turn to their best starter here in the series finale to try and pitch them to the sweep, and that's left-hander Bennett Perry, who will also start the All-Star game on Wednesday evening for the Liberty Division squad as they take on the Freedom Division. We'll take a break here on the pregame show. When we come back, we'll recap yesterday's 7-5 Ducks win with some audio highlights included, so don't go anywhere. Then a little later, we'll have the pitching matchup, starting lineups at first pitch for this afternoon's ball game.
Hey fans, this is manager Kevin Byas, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Going way back is Joe Holden, and he is looking up, and that one is headed to field 5 at Robert Moses. The waves are gnarly, and the Ducks have tied it at 1.
That was another home run for the Ducks. And Duck fans, what's more fun than a home run that helps the Ducks win a game? How about a homer that helps the community win? Chappie's Funeral Home and the Long Island Ducks have once again teamed up for the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 homers this season, Chappie's Funeral Home will donate $5,000 to the Quackerjack Foundation. So every time a Ducks hitter goes deep this season, watch for the Chappie's Challenge home run count on the scoreboard. And if we reach 100, we're all a winner. Chappie's Funeral Home, where caring for others is a family tradition.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
Back here at Bethpage Ballpark as we get ready for today's game between the Long Island Ducks and the Sugarland Skeeters. Let's go through the recap of yesterday's game for you. Tyler Badamo took the mound, the Long Island native, making his second start of the year for the Ducks. But he got into a little bit of trouble in the first inning with one out. Matt Chavez, an all-star on the Freedom Division side, lifted a solo home run over the left field wall, his 5th of the year. Gave the Skeeters an early 1-0 lead. Sugarland would get 2 more singles in the inning off of Badamo, but ultimately Badamo would strand both runners on base and keep it a 1-run game. Fast forward to the 3rd inning when Cody Puckett was the first Duck batter to reach base against Craig Sitton, who was making a spot start yesterday for the Skeeters. Puckett singled to right field. He was retired at second on a fielder's choice ground ball on a bunt attempt by Anthony Vega. Vega would steal second base, and up to the plate came Dan Lyons. Second baseman creeping in, that's Walsh, now retreats, the 3-1. Drive in the air in the left field, hit pretty well. Going back, Courtney Hawkins to the warning track, at the wall, and you can forget it. It's a 2-run home run over the left field wall for Duck shortstop Dan Lyons. His second home run of the season. Long Island has their first lead of the night as they go in front 2-1 here in the 3rd inning. So Dan Lyons with the 2-run home run, just his second long ball of the year, ended a long home run drought, and it gave the Ducks a 2-1 lead. It would stay that way until the 6th inning. Badamo working around a double in the 4th, a single in the 5th, but in the 6th, allowed a single and a fielder's choice to put a runner at first with 1 out in the inning. Stealing second base was Anthony Ginsanti. Colin Walsh popped out to left for the 2nd out of the inning, but Albert Cordero delivered a broken bat RBI single up the middle, tying the game as Ginsanti, scored from second. So it was 2-2 going into the bottom of the 6th inning. Ben Rowan, who took over after 4 innings from Craig Sitton and pitched a 1-2-3 5th inning, stayed on for the 6th, and with 1 out in the inning, Lou Ford's ground ball to short was mishandled by Alvaro Rondon for an error. And that would open up the gates for the Ducks. Travis Snyder came up and hit a little dribbler up the first baseline that stayed fair for an infield single. Up next was Taylor Ard. He singled through the left side to extend his hitting streak and on-base streak, and up to the plate stepped David Washington. 1-0. And this is cranked high in the air, deep to right field. Barnes will watch this one sail well over both walls. You can forget it. For the 2nd night in a row, the Ducks have hit a grand slam. And it's a grand slam for David Washington. His 9th home run of the season. And the Ducks have the lead back as they go in front 6-2. So David Washington crushing the grand slam, putting the Ducks ahead 6-2. The night prior, Long Island had hit a grand slam. It was Taylor Ard in the 6th inning who hit it. And now, 1 day later, this time David Washington, a much-needed home run for him, his first since June 16th, and the Ducks had a 6-2 advantage. Asher Tolliver took over in the 7th inning for Badamo and immediately got into trouble, allowing a single to Rondon and a walk to Barnes, who then would steal second base. A sac fly would bring in a run 2 batters later as Derek Norris was able to score Rondon. And then with 2 outs and a 3-2 pitch, Courtney Hawkins, an all-star, hit a 2-run home run over the left field wall, his 13th of the season, a team high, 2nd most in the Atlantic League. And all of a sudden, the 4-run lead for the Ducks was knocked down to 1. So Kevin Baez had to go to his bullpen, brought in righty Dennis O'Grady, who struck out pinch hitter Javier Betancourt for the final out of that inning. Ducks would get a run in the bottom of the 7th on a sac fly from Lou Ford. In the 8th, Colton Murray, 1-2-3 innings, striking out 2, both batters looking. And the 9th, Francisco Rodriguez came in, induced a ground out from Rondon, walked Barnes, got Matt Chavez to ground to 3rd, and up to the plate stepped former big leaguer Derek Norris. 3-2 on the way to the plate, and it is taken on the outside corner, strike 3 call. Derek Norris could not believe it, but this ball game is over. Francisco Rodriguez records his 13th save of the season, And the Long Island Ducks hang on to defeat the Sugarland Skeeters 7-5. And they have taken the first 2 games of this 3-game weekend series to open the second half. So the Ducks with the victory, 7-5. Tyler Badamo gets the win to improve to 3-5. Ben Rowe in the loss fell to 3-1. Francisco Rodriguez, his 14th save of the year. 2-hour, 35-minute ball game in front of 7,038, the 5th sold-out crowd of the year at Bethpage Ballpark last night. Take a break. When we come back, we'll look at the pitching matchup for this afternoon's ball game, and then we'll have the starting lineups and first pitch as the Ducks and Skeeters wrap up this 3-game series.
Hey fans, this is outfielder and hitting coach Lou Ford, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Oh, I love it. The color of my new Nicolot patio is so vibrant. It's unlike anything I've ever seen.
You're welcome. I'm just going to go finish that Nicolot walkway now.
Make your pavers vivid Nicolot pavers. The best looking, most vibrant pavers with the most 3-color blends in the industry. Featuring Nicolot's exclusive paver shield and color blending technology. With color throughout and guaranteed not to fade. Live life in color with Nicolot. Visit Nicolot.com.
Have your birthday at the ballpark this season and celebrate with the flock. Kona Ice birthday party packages with the Long Island Ducks are now available. Each package includes 10 box seats, a commemorative birthday t-shirt, and autographed baseball. Refreshments including hot dogs, chips, cupcakes, frozen ice treats, and so much more. Best of all, the birthday child will stand on the dugout while the entire crowd sings happy birthday. Reserve your party today by calling the group sales department at 631-940-3825. Kona Ice birthday parties with the Long Island Ducks, a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Ducks taking the field here on this Sunday afternoon at Bethpage Ballpark for the final game of this 3-game series. Ducks going for a sweep of the Skeeters, and they'll send left-hander Bennett Perry to the mound. Comes in with a 5-1 record, a 2.88 earned run average, and a league-leading 94 strikeouts in 65 2/3 innings on the year. So we'll see if he can hit the century mark in strikeouts prior to the All-Star game. Perry leads the league in strikeouts. He is a win away from tying for the league lead in that category and ranks 3rd in the league, but is the active league leader in earned run average. He'll be opposed by left-hander Ben Grissett on this Southpaw Sunday. Grissett has had an up-and-down year, got off to a good start, but has struggled since, and has a record of 2-2 with a 4.86 ERA in 10 appearances, 8 of those starts. Does walk a lot, 22 walks in 33 1/3 innings, has struck out 28. So it should be a good matchup on the mound between left-hander Bennett Perry of the Ducks and lefty Ben Grissett of the Sugarland Skeeters. So as we mentioned, the Ducks have taken the field here on this Sunday afternoon. Another glorious day for baseball. The sun shining, clear skies overhead. Very little humidity to speak of and not a cloud in the sky. And as the Ducks are on the field, they're now being joined by today's Nicolot Dream Team, St. Joseph CYO out of Ronkonkoma, and the Syosset Bees. They are out there on the field to join the Ducks for the national anthem. There are also a couple of color guards that are out on the field today. On the first base side, we have Cub Scout Pack 800, and on the third base side, is Girl Scout Troop 909 from Brentwood. So that is the look at the dream teams and the color guards that are out on the field as part of today's Sunday Family Fun Day. The fans being asked to rise and remove their hats and caps. So let's turn things over now down to the field for today's national anthem. Amanda Camille Isaac is going to be the performer for today's national anthem on this Sunday afternoon.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air,
a very nice performance here on this Sunday afternoon by Amanda Camille Isaac with the national anthem prior to the series finale and the last game before the All-Star break for the Long Island Ducks and the Sugar Land Skeeters. Ducks will have 7 representatives for the Liberty Division side in Wednesday's All-Star game here at Bethpage Ballpark. It's presented by Good Samaritan Hospital Medical Center. Skeeters will have 5 representatives to be a part of the Freedom Division roster. They originally had 6, but today was announced that Dallas Beeler, whose contract was purchased on Friday night by the Kansas City Royals organization. Beeler, who has been one of the best pitchers in the Atlantic League this year, will not be able to participate in the All-Star game, having his contract purchased. So instead, it is going to be right-hander Mitch Atkins of the York Revolution who will pitch in the All-Star game in Beeler's place. So 5 representatives from the first half Freedom Division champion Skeeters, 7 from the Long Island Ducks. Let's take a look at the starting lineups for today's ball game. For the Skeeters, it'll be Barrett Barnes leading things off. He is the center fielder. Derek Norris, the former big leaguer, bats second. He is the designated hitter. All-star Matt Chavez is in the number 3 spot. He is the first baseman, and another all-star is the left fielder, and that is Courtney Hawkins. Make it 3 straight all-stars in the lineup. Albert Cordero, he'll do the catching and bat in the 5th spot. Dennis Phipps is in right field. He will hit 6th. Colin Walsh at second base bats 7th for the Skeeters. Their 8-hitter and third baseman today is Javier Betancourt, and rounding out the order for Sugar Land is their shortstop, and that is Alvaro Rondon. On the other side for the Long Island Ducks, they've got a couple all-stars at the top of the lineup. Jordani Valdespin will lead things off. He is the second baseman. Batting second and in left field is Lou Ford. Travis Snyder, the right fielder, hits in the number 3 spot. Taylor Ard in the cleanup position. He is the first baseman. Batting fifth, the designated hitter and all-star is David Washington. Cody Puckett is at third base. He will hit 6th. Anthony Vega in center field will bat 7th. The catcher and 8-hitter is Audie Affiner. And rounding out the order for the Ducks is their shortstop, and that is Dan Lyons. The Ducks also have an all-star on the mound today in left-hander Bennett Parry, who has been arguably one of the best pitchers. He hasn't been arguably one of the best, but arguably has been the best pitcher in the Atlantic League this year. Certainly in the consideration for pitching Triple Crown this year, as again we mentioned earlier, leads the league in strikeouts, is 3rd in ERA, but is the active league leader and is 1 win shy of tying for the league lead in victories. First pitch on the way is taken for a strike on the outside corner, and we are underway on this Sunday evening.
Start time of the ball game is 5:07.
To begin at 5:07 p.m. here on this Sunday afternoon with strike 1 from Parry, the 0-1 delivery, and Barnes takes a breaking ball outside into the count.
Public Transportation Services temperature of today's ball game is a very delightful 75 degrees.
75 degrees first pitch temperature for today's ball game. Just a terrific day for baseball. The 1-1 fastball strike outside corner again to Barnes, who's behind now at 1-2. Wind blowing from right to left, a moderate breeze. Not too much humidity in the air. A little bit more than last night, where it was actually pretty chilly. At first pitch, it was 70 degrees and then dipped down a little bit cooler. 1-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. There's that changeup downstairs. Strikeout number 95 on the year for Bennett Parry. And there's one away in the first. Well, one thing that certainly pays a note to pay attention to during the course of this game is to see whether or not the Skeeters can make any adjustments. The last time they faced Bennett Parry was back on May 30th down at Constellation Field, where Parry tied a Ducks single-game franchise record with 14 strikeouts, all of them swinging. First pitch here is a strike on the outside corner to Derek Norris, and the same pitch that Barrett Barnes just chased, that breaking ball down low. Sometimes we'll throw it as a curve, sometimes a changeup, but Skeeters were chasing that pitch all night long. So we'll see if Sugar Land can make any adjustments here today. The 0-1 has popped up foul back behind the plate, well upstairs out of play, and it moves the count to 0-2 on Norris. Serving as the designated hitter this afternoon after catching the first 2 games of this series, Albert Cordero behind the plate instead today, instead of at his usual spot at third base. 0-2 on Norris as Parry comes set, kicks and fires, and that missed down and away. Try to get him to chase, he would not, and it's 1-2. Now 95 strikeouts for Parry in 66 innings of work this year. He's given up 59 hits to 24 walks. 1-2. Fastball missed the inside corner. Tried to paint the black and get a strike 3 call, but it missed. And Norris works the count even. Norris was at the plate last night in the 9th against Francisco Rodriguez when he took a delayed called third strike from home plate umpire Chris Engstrom for the game's final out. 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike three. Parry got him to fish downstairs. Back-to-back strikeout swinging from Parry. And there's quickly two away here in the first inning. Ducks are wearing their home white uniforms here today with the white caps. Second straight Sunday that they're wearing that attire. Typically you see them wear the alternate jerseys, whether it was the orange in previous years or the black here this year on the Sunday or day games. But the Ducks wearing the white caps with the white shirt and the white pants. All white here in Central Islip are the Ducks. Skeeters are in those alternate black uniforms with the white and blue horizontal stripes. First pitch, and this is chopped into the ground slowly to third. Charging in Cody Puckett. He'll field, throw off balance to first, in time for the out. Good start for Bennett Parry. 2 strikeouts and a ground out. He retires Sugarland in order. It's a PSEG Long Island energy efficient inning with energy efficiency programs from PSEG Long Island. Saving on your electric bill is also as easy as 1, 2, 3. Visit PSEGLINY.com/save money. Just one more way PSEG Long Island is making things work for you. To the bottom of the first we go. Skeeters nothing, Ducks coming to bat.
Hey fans, this is shortstop Dan Lyons, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
We asked people across Long Island, what does energy efficiency mean to you?
Energy efficiency? It means finding ways to save a few dollars on my electric bill each month.
PSEG Long Island is introducing smart technologies that let you control just how much energy you use.
To me, it really is important to keep Long Island green so future generations can enjoy our island's beauty.
And we're partnering on renewable sources that will keep Long Island sustainable for generations. Discover all of our energy efficiency programs at PSEGLINY.com/efficiency.
Take your group out to the ball game this season and enjoy all the fun of Ducks baseball at discounted prices with the picnic area, luxury suites, the Smokin' Owl's party deck, and so much more. Bringing your group to the game will be an unforgettable experience. The Ducks even offer opportunities to sing the national anthem, serve as the Ridgewood Savings Bank color guard, be the Nicolak Dream Team, put on a pregame performance, or shag fly balls during Ducks batting practice. To book your outing today, call 631-940-3825 and ask for the group sales department. Long Island Ducks Baseball. Good times every time.
Bennett Parry retires the Skeeters in order in the top half of the first. We go to the bottom of inning number 1 with Long Island and Sugarland scoreless. Ben Grissett will take them out for the Skeeters. And every walk by a Ducks batter this year is brought to you by City MD Urgent Care. There are over 15 City MD locations across Long Island, offering the comprehensive quality care that you need the moment you need it. City MD Urgent Care, need a doctor? Just walk in. So it'll be Jordani Valdespin leading things off for the Ducks. Needs one more game to extend his on-base streak to 30 in a row. Pretty much the entire month of June. Reached base in every game. A few exceptions at the beginning of the month, but here has reached base safely in every game of July thus far. And in his final at-bat yesterday was able to collect a single and keep that streak alive. So Valdespin will step up to the plate to start things off against the left-hander Ben Grissett, who makes his 9th start of the year, 11th appearance. And of those starts, this will be his 3rd against the Long Island Ducks. Both of them have come here at Bethpage Ballpark. First pitch on the way, and Valdespin takes a fastball high and inside for ball number 1. Jordani at .358 on the year, the league's leading hitter. 4 home runs, 28 runs batted in. Grissett works out of the windup, and his 1-0 delivery, Valdespin squares to bunt, pulls back, and takes upstairs for ball number 2. Third baseman playing in tight, that's Javier Betancourt, who gets the start at third today with Cordero doing the catching. The kick and the pitch from Grissett. Valdespin taking all the way. There's a fastball strike on the outside corner. It's 2-1. Grissett in his first year here with the Skeeters. 26-year-old left-hander out of Modesto, California. 6 foot, 198-pound southpaw. 2-ball, 1-strike pitch. Valdespin swings a line drive into center, moving in on it, and able to make the head-high catch is Barnes. Valdespin just got under it a little bit to allow it to stay up in the air long enough, and there is the first out here at the bottom of the first inning.
Left fielder, number 20, Lou Ford. Number 20.
So with one batter out, up to the plate will step Lou Ford, hitting in the number 2 spot for the second day in a row. Emilio Bonifacio unavailable for Long Island for the second straight day. Nothing injury related. First pitch, and Ford takes a fastball, belt tie for a strike, 0-1. Ford, selected to the All-Star game, has been heating up of late, 273 average on the season. The 0-1. Line drive up the middle into center field, a base hit. Good, solid contact made there by Lou Ford. Barnes will field and fire it back in. Now the Ducks have their first base runner of the afternoon.
Hitting in the third position for Long Island, the right fielder, number 23, Travis Snyder, number 23.
So that'll bring up Travis Snyder to the plate. He is the right fielder hitting in the number 3 spot. You know, we talked about some of those all-star selections and everything like that. Keep in mind, fans, of course, that when all-star players are announced, those are players who have agreed and confirmed to go. There are sometimes players who, for whatever reason, cannot attend the all-star game, whether they have another commitment or decline to attend. First pitch, and that's hit on the ground weakly to second. Brad there, flipped to second by Walsh for one. The turn to first in time. They say the throw just beat Snyder at first. Frank Urilli, the first base umpire, making the call, much to the chagrin of Travis Snyder. So 4-6-3 double play, and that'll end the inning. For the Ducks, no runs on one hit because of the twin killing. The bases are left empty. We go to the second inning, no score here on Long Island.
Hey fans, this is pitcher John Brown Allen. You're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Sayville Ford, Long Island's Ford giant, has been family-owned and operated for over 60 years. Stop by today to check out their giant selection of new and pre-owned vehicles at their state-of-the-art showroom featuring enclosed service drives and a luxurious customer lounge. Get giant savings on hundreds of new and used vehicles in stock. Sayville Ford, the no-fees dealer. Visit online at SayvilleFord.com or download the Sayville Ford app today to learn more. Call 855-917-8737 today.
Bethpage Ballpark is a great place to watch a ball game, so why not do so from some of the best seats in the house? Long Island's hometown team is proud to present the Long Island Ducks Beer Garden. Open for all fans on nights when the Smokin' Owl's party deck has not been reserved, the beer garden will feature a variety of frosty drafts and bottled brews, as well as several food choices. The area has been decked out with bar rail seating and Ducks branded furniture to provide a comfortable atmosphere for everyone. Be sure to stop by and check out the Long Island Ducks Beer Garden on your next visit to the ballpark. So this game moves to inning number 2 here at Bethpage Ballpark. Long Island Ducks and the Sugarland Skeeters are scoreless to this point. Bennett Parry back to the mound for his second inning of work, and it's time for the Ducks Health Report, which is brought to you by Island Shore Physical Therapy, the official therapist of the Long Island Ducks. Well, Ducks are currently without a couple of players on the disabled list due to injury. That is Jair Jurgens and Andrew Barbosa, two of their starters. Both are dealing with shoulder injuries right now. And also Rob Rogers, a right-hander, who is out on the disabled list for the year with Tommy John surgery after suffering an elbow injury. So those three players out long-term on the disabled list. Kevin Byers trying to stay away from Daniel Fields, who roughed up his shoulder the other day, slamming into the outfield wall on Friday night. So he misses his second straight game. First pitch is swung on and missed by Courtney Hawkins, who chased down and away for strike one. Baez said he also wants to ideally stay away from Wander Perez out of the bullpen. Nothing injury related, but has had a lot of work of late. Little check swing flare in a shallow center. Going out, Jordani Valdespin just ticks off his glove, and it lands in shallow center for a base hit. Tough play there. Valdespin had to go a long way for it, but it ends up landing for a hit, and there's the first of the game for Sugarland.
Sugarland catcher number 3, Albert Cordero, number 3.
Valdespin had to range a long way out there in a shallow center. He did make contact with the ball, trying to reach and grab it with his glove, but it went just off the end of the glove and landed for the hit. So the leadoff man is on, and that'll bring up Albert Cordero to the plate. Perez scheduled to pitch in the All-Star game on Wednesday, so Kevin Byers hoping to give him this entire series off before the 2 days off on Monday and Tuesday, and then, of course, the All-Star game coming up here on Wednesday night. First pitch, fastball taken outside for ball one. Both the Liberty and Freedom Division rosters currently have 9 pitchers on the rosters.
All right, now they take your caps from you, so you don't have a cap.
So 1 for each inning. 1-0 is cut on and missed. Now we'll even up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. On the stretch to 1-1. Swing and a miss. Blew a fastball by him. And that will run the count to 1-2 on Cordero. Getting the sign and coming set is going to be Bennett Perry. 1 ball, 2 strike delivery. Cordero swings and fouls it back to the screen behind home plate. Good cut as Perry tried to get Cordero to chase down in the zone. Count remains 1-2 on the Skeeter catcher. Got off to a terrific start this year. Cooled off a little bit late in the month of June, but still has put up impressive numbers this year. It's his 3rd season as a member of the Skeeters. Matching his number on his back, number 3 for Sugar Land. Hawkins takes his lead at first base. And the 1-2. Breaking ball popped up foul, first base side of the plate. Audie Affner, the catcher, gives it a look as it goes back into the seats out of play. So Cordero fights off another. We'll do it again at 1-2. For Bennett Perry, this is his 12th start of the year. 5-1 record and a 2.88 earned run average coming into today's ball game. Coming off his first rough outing of the year. So looking to bounce back here with a good performance this afternoon. 1-2. Breaking ball, grounded back to the mound, goes past Perry, but Lyons fields right at second, steps on the bag, and throws to first for the double play. Probably was a better thing for the Ducks that Perry ended up missing it. If he ends up trying to field it, deflects off his glove, who knows, everybody could be safe. Instead, Perry missed it, goes right to Lyons at second, who steps on the bag and throws to first. So each side has now turned a double play here in the early going, and with 2 down and the base is empty, up to the plate will step the right fielder, Dennis Phipps. Perry set in the first pitch. There's a fastball taken over the inside corner for strike number 1. Phipps comes in hitting .262 on the year for Sugar Land, 6 home runs, 20 runs batted in, oftentimes the designated hitter for this team. But with Norris in that spot today, he goes and plays right field. The 0-1, knocks down to the dirt. Audie Affner trying to backhand it, knocked it down at home plate, and evens things up at 1-1. No score, top of the second, each team with a hit here in the early going. Both have gone to center field, one much harder than the other. Ford's was very hard. Hawkins a little check swing flare. 1-1 fastball is up and inside. Taken for ball 2 by Phipps. Perry waves the bat as he gets the sign and comes set. The 2-1 delivery. Breaking ball popped up in the air to right field. Drifting over towards the line, Travis Snyder. He'll make the catch. And another strong inning for Bennett Perry. Works around the leadoff loop single and gets a double play and a fly out to face the minimum 3 hitters. No runs, 1 hit in the inning, and nobody left on base for Sugar Land. We'll head to inning number 2, bottom half of inning number 2 here in Central Islip. Ducks and the Skeeters are scoreless.
Hey fans, this is infielder Cody Puckett, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey Ducks fans, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks is the Radisson Hotel, Hauppauge, Long Island. It's centrally located on the north shore of Long Island and offers a home away from home for both business and leisure guests. The Radisson Hotel, Hauppauge, Long Island features an indoor pool, 24-hour business center, a fitness center, and complimentary Wi-Fi in all guest rooms. Enjoy the contemporary American cuisine at the Fountain Grill restaurant or grab a quick bite to eat at Cafe Pronto. And best of all, it's only minutes away from Bethpage Ballpark. The Radisson Hotel, Hauppauge, Long Island, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks. Call 631-231-1100 today. That's 631-231-1100.
Baseball fans, the Long Island Ducks mobile app has officially arrived. Powered by Clear Vision Apps, it's your one-stop shop for all things Ducks baseball. Buy tickets straight from your mobile device. Receive game status updates with push notifications. Check out up-to-the-minute news and scores and interact with the Ducks on social media. Best of all, it's free. Download the Ducks mobile app today by visiting the App Store on your Apple-powered device or Google Play on your Android-powered device. The Long Island Ducks mobile app, with you wherever you flock to. Meanwhile, we move to the bottom half of the second inning as Taylor Ard steps up to home plate. Long Island Ducks, Sugarland Skeeters are scoreless. Fans follow all season long as the Ducks try and meet the Chappies home run challenge. If the Ducks are able to hit 100 home runs, and they're now halfway there, Chappies Funeral Homes will donate $5,000 to the Quacker Jack Foundation. Chappies Funeral Homes, where caring for others is our family tradition. Here's Taylor Ard, who hit 2 of them on Friday night. And the first pitch on the way is swung on and popped up foul, first base side, and this will drift up and into the seats. So the count 0-1 on Ard, who comes in hitting .280 on the season, 10 home runs and 26 runs batted in. 10 homers for Ard, 37 games played. Very impressive stuff for the first-year Duck. Kicking the pitch from Grissett, and Ard pops one up again. This time foul, straight up at home plate. Now off to the first base side is Albert Cordero, and the Skeeter catcher will make the grab for out number 1. So Ard got under back-to-back pitches, ends up popping out foul for the first out of the frame. And up to the plate will step David Washington.
Long Island's designated hitter, number 30, David Washington, number 30.
Well, Washington had the big hit in last night's game, a grand slam well over both walls in right field. Good for his 9th home run of the season. 4 RBIs on that one swing of the bat, and here he takes the first pitch fastball low from Grissett for ball 1. Washington hitting .222. He's been scuffling a bit at the plate, but had to feel good to get that ball well over both walls and give the Ducks the lead. 1-0, and he swings and pops one up high in the air to left field here towards the line. Racing over is Courtney Hawkins. In fair territory, he'll make the grab. And Washington pops out for the second out here in the second inning.
Batting in the 6th position for your Long Island Ducks, the third baseman, number 2, Cody Puckett, number 2.
So a 2 down and the base is empty. Up to the plate steps Cody Puckett, who hits in the number 6 spot for Long Island. He is the third baseman. Puckett had the first hit of the ball game for the Ducks last night. In the third inning it came. First pitch here, and he cuts through a fastball diving down in the zone from Grissett for strike 1. Puckett hitting .226 on the year for Long Island. 1 home run and 13 runs batted in. From the windup, here's the pitch. Puckett grounds this one weakly to first. Matt Chavez fields the bounce, and we'll take it to the bag in time for the out of a 1-2-3 inning. Final out of the inning. Quick little ground out and a good performance by Grissett as he induces 2 pop outs to the ground out to get through the second. On to inning number 3. Ducks and the Skeeters remain scoreless.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Matt Larkins, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Going way back is Joe Holden, and he is looking up, and that one is headed to field 5 at Robert Moses. The waves are gnarly, and the Ducks have tied it at 1.
That was another home run for the Ducks. And Duck fans, what's more fun than a home run that helps the Ducks win a game? How about a homer that helps the community win? Chappies Funeral Home and the Long Island Ducks have once again teamed up for the Chappies Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 homers this season, Chappies Funeral Home will donate $5,000 to the Quacker Jack Foundation. So every time a Ducks hitter goes deep this season, watch for the Chappies Challenge home run count on the scoreboard. And if we reach 100, we're all a winner. Chappies Funeral Home, where caring for others is a family tradition.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
To the third inning we go here in Central Islip, New York. Long Island Ducks have the lead over the Sugarland Skeeters. Check that, the score is 0-0, but they have the lead in the series over the Skeeters, 2-0. And a win here today would give Long Island their second series sweep of the year, the only other one coming in mid-May against the Road Warriors here at Bethpage Ballpark. They've had several other opportunities to try and pick up series sweeps, but have not been able to seal the deal, so they'll try and do so here if they can get the victory over Sugar Land. Skeeters, though, already have their playoff fate sealed. As the first pitch misses outside for ball one. Sugar Land clinching the first half title in the Freedom Division, the 41-22 record, so they'll be heading back to the postseason for the first time since 2016 when they won it all. Parry misses low and is now behind 2-0 on Colin Walsh, the switch-hitting second baseman batting from the right side. Skeeters did not qualify for the postseason last year. 2-0 delivery. That swung on and popped up foul first base side. Hafner gives it a look, but this will be back into the crowd. So we'll do it once again with the count of 2-1 now. Walsh comes in hitting .273 for Sugar Land. He's got a home run and 15 runs batted in on the year. 2-1. Fastball runs just off the outside corner from Parry, who is now behind at 3-1. Skeeters have registered a single over the first 2 innings, nothing further. And here's the 3-1. Swinging a line drive in a left field, make it 2 singles now for the Skeeters. That's a base hit, knocked down by Lou Ford. He'll fire it back in. So Colin Walsh with a leadoff single. Second straight inning that the Skeeters have put their leadoff hitter on base.
Javier Bethpage, number 20.
So Colin Walsh is aboard. Doesn't have a ton of speed, but we'll see if Skeeter manager Pete Incaviglia puts him in motion at all. Here's Javier Betancourt batting in the number 8 spot, third baseman, getting his first start of the series for Sugar Land. First pitch from Parry, and he misses the outside corner on a fastball for ball one. Betancourt hitting just .192 thus far for the Skeeters. No homers, 4 runs batted in, just a little over 50 at-bats thus far for Betancourt. 1-0. Fouled straight back to the screen behind home plate. Evens things up at 1-1. Betancourt had to come into the game yesterday for Anthony Ginsanti, the center fielder, who started the game, had 3 at-bats, but then injured himself. Now to come out of the game in the 7th inning, Betancourt pinch hit for him and struck out against Dennis O'Grady. 1-1. Big breaking ball, but it missed up above the letters. And Parry now behind at 2-1. One thing that Parry is trying to work on is going deeper in games. This year he has made 11 starts and has only gone over 6 innings in 3 of them. So that is something that Parry is trying to work on a little bit, as this is fouled back upstairs above home plate. And into the seats off to our right to even the count at 2-2. Parry oftentimes will pitch very well, get a lot of strikeouts, but his pitch count will get elevated. He'll have to exit the game in the 6th or after 6 innings. 2-2. Fouled back once again by Betancourt as Parry came inside and jammed him. 2 strikeouts in the early going thus far for the Ducks right-hander. Walsh leads off first, being held on by Taylor Ard. Here's the pitch. Swinging a ground ball to the right side and through a base hit for Betancourt. Walsh goes to second. He'll stop right there as Travis Snyder came up ready to throw. So Javier Betancourt with a single through the right side. Back-to-back hits for the Skeeters. And they have 2 on with nobody out.
Alvaro Rondon, number 7.
Well, how to bring Alvaro Rondon, the shortstop, up to home plate. And no doubt I expect to see a sacrifice bunt here from the Skeeters 9-hitter and shortstop, who leads the team with 7 sacrifice bunts on the year. Cody Puckett already playing in on the grass, as is Taylor Ard at first, expecting the bunt. First pitch from Parry. Alvaro Rondon squares and takes a fastball strike. Rondon thought it was too high and asked home plate umpire Jorge Terran why that pitch was called a strike. So the count 0-1. Walsh takes his lead off second, Betancourt off first. Here's the pitch, squares again, takes this pitch, and the fastball runs outside. Evens the count up at 1-1. It looks like Parry is trying to keep it away, see if you can push the bunt towards the third base side, in which case if Parry gets off the mound quickly, he might be able to get the out at third. 1-1. Rondon bunts at third base side. Cody Puckett charges in. His only play will be to field it and throw to first, and the throw just beats Rondon to the bag, with Jordani Valdespin covering. Now Rondon is upset with the call from first base umpire Frank Urilli, but didn't really have much of an argument, just really stared there, and now will make his way back to the third base dugout. Sacrifice is successful, though. The putout goes 5-4 on the sacrifice bunt. Number 8 on the year for Rondon. And advancing over to third base is Colin Walsh. And to second base, Javier Betancourt. And now runners at second and third with one out for Sugar Land. Here's Barrett Barnes. And he swings at the first pitch and fouls it to the top of the screen behind home plate for strike one. Now, Perry not getting that pitch as far down in the zone as he would like. He's left a couple up over the middle of the plate, one of which was hit in the left field by Walsh for the leadoff single. A couple of hard foul balls back as well. Here's the 0-1. There's a good fastball on the outside corner for strike two to Barnes. All right, quickly gets ahead 0-2. He'd love a strikeout here like he got at Barnes back in the first. The second out of the inning, that can allow his infielders all to move back. The middle infielders are playing back. Look at Cedar Ron. Puckett is playing in tight, though, at third. And Art halfway at first, well off the first base line. 0-2. Fastball on the inside corner, strike three called. Parry paints the black. Barnes disagreed. Strikeout number 3 for Parry. And there's an important second out here in this third inning. So now with 2 outs and 2 on in scoring position, Derek Norris steps up to the plate for Sugar Land. Ard will play about 2/3 of the way back now at first. Cody Puckett now retreats a little bit at third base. Not a long way back, but does retreat a little bit with 2 outs. First pitch to Norris, and the breaking ball is taken low and inside for ball number 1. This year, Skeeters catcher Derek Norris hitting .212 with runners in scoring position and 2 men out, so it's been a little bit of a struggle for him in these situations previously. Parry comes set, and the 1-0 is a breaking ball taken low and outside for ball 2. Well, you certainly don't want to bring the hitters following Norris up to the plate with what they have done offensively this year. Chavez sitting well over 300, and Hawkins, who leads the team with 13 home runs and 47 runs batted in. Parry behind here at 2-0. Here's the kick and the pitch. Norris takes a fastball. That's outside. So 3 straight out of the zone here from Bennett Parry after the strikeout of Barnes. First base is open. It wouldn't force in a run, but again, it brings up the dangerous Matt Chavez to the plate. See if Norris gets the green light. Here's the 3-0 pitch. Taken all the way, and Parry just paints the outside corner for strike 1. No score, top of the third inning. Parry trying to escape a first and second no-out jam. Left-hander looks in for the sign from Audie Affiner and now has what he likes. Here's the 3-1 to Norris. Fastball is low. Parry missed for ball 4, frustrated after that pitch missed the zone. So there's the first base on balls issued this afternoon by Bennett Parry. And the Skeeters now have the bases loaded, 2 men out. And up to the plate steps the first baseman, Matt Chavez. So up to the plate steps Chavez, 2 for 6 this year with the bases loaded, 4 runs batted in, does not have any grand slams this year. Rounded out his first time up, swung at the first pitch he saw in the first inning and bounced to Cody Puckett at third base. Parry's first pitch, and this swung on and missed, got him to chase downstairs for strike 1. Parry up to 45 pitches on the afternoon, 29 of them for strikes. Runner at third is Walsh, he singled. The runner at second, Betancourt, he singled. And the runner at first, Norris, he drew the 2-out walk. From the stretch, here's the 0-1. And Chavez will swing and pop it foul, first base side. Ard gives chase. This will be back into the crowd. And good job by Parry here to quickly get ahead in the count on Chavez, 0-2. Now Chavez certainly deserving of his all-star honors that he received here. He'll be playing on Wednesday night for the Freedom Division. See if he gets the start at first base. Probably will. For manager Mark Mason of the York Revolution, who will lead the Freedom Division squad against Kevin Baez' Liberty Division. 0-2 pitch on the way to Chavez, and he will take a fastball at the knees, a called strike 3. So after walking Derek Norris on 5 pitches, Bennett Parry comes back and throws just 3 to strike out. Chavez, his 4th strikeout of the day, and he works out of the first and second no-out jam. In the inning for the Skeeters, no runs, 2 hits, a walk. They leave the bases loaded. And after 2.5 innings of play, we remain scoreless on Long Island.
Hey, fam, this is Jordani Valdez, second baseman. and you're listening to Duck Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Oh, I love it. The color of my new Nicolot patio is so vibrant. It's unlike anything I've ever seen.
You're welcome. I'm just going to go finish that Nicolot walkway now.
Make your pavers vivid Nicolot pavers. The best looking, most vibrant pavers with the most 3-color blends in the industry. Featuring Nicolot's exclusive paver shield and color blending technology. With color throughout and guaranteed not to fade. Live life in color with Nicolot. Visit Nicolot.com.
Have your birthday at the ballpark this season and celebrate with the flock. Kona Ice birthday party packages with the Long Island Ducks are now available. Each package includes 10 box seats, a commemorative birthday t-shirt and autographed baseball, refreshments including hot dogs, chips, cupcakes, frozen ice treats, and so much more. Best of all, the birthday child will stand on the dugout while the entire crowd sings happy birthday. Reserve your party today by calling the group sales department at 631-940-3825. Kona Ice birthday parties with the Long Island Ducks, a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Nice work by Bennett Perry to escape the first and second no-out jam. Strikes out Matt Chavez with the bases loaded and is able to keep this game scoreless as we go to the bottom half of the third inning. When he struck out Chavez for the final out of the inning, it was the 15th out of today's ball game. Did you know that a 15-minute phone call to Geico could save you 15% or more on your car insurance? Get a free quote today. Call 1-800-947-AUTO. That's 1-800-947-AUTO, or visit geico.com. First pitch on the way here to Anthony Vega from Ben Grissett as Vega leads off the third, and he will take a fastball low for ball one. Vega hitting in the number 7 spot today for Long Island. Comes in with a .225 batting average, a home run, and 3 runs batted in. 1-0, and there's a fastball strike. 1-1 now on Vega, who's been hitting the ball a little bit better of late for Long Island after getting off to a slow start. .333 average in his last 9 games, 8 hits and 24 at-bats. The 1-1, missed up and inside did Grissett. And that'll move the count to 2 balls and 1 strike. Grissett last faced the Ducks here at Bethpage Ballpark. That came on June the 18th in a 5-0 loss where Jake Fisher completely dominated the Skeeters. 2-1. Sharply hit towards the middle of the infield. Grabbed there by the shortstop Rondon. His throw to first beats Vega by a step. Good play by Rondon, who had Vega shaded towards the middle anyway. It was able to make the grab, get the out at first. 4 out number 1 here in the third inning.
Batting in the 8th position, Long Island Ducks catcher number 24.
In that start for Grissett, he was victimized by an error that led to 4 unearned runs. Grissett lasted just 3 innings that day. And he allowed 5 runs, 1 earned on 5 hits, walked a batter, and struck out 2 in a 5-0 Ducks victory. First pitch to Audie Affner is a fastball strike on the inside corner. Grissett also faced Long Island here May 13th in a 6-4 win as he pitched against John Brownell. The 0-1. And Affner fouls one off to the first base side for strike 2. 4 2/3 innings that day for Grissett. He struck out 7, did not walk a batter. Allowed 4 runs on 7 hits because he didn't go 5 innings. He took a no decision. The Skeeters ended up hanging on for the win, 6-4. The 0-2, and Affner fouls it off again to the first base side. Audie Affner catching today, giving Ramon Cabrera the day off as the Ducks All-Star catcher caught the first 2 games of this series following a 5-day layoff after he took a foul ball off the hand. The 0-2. Fastball runs upstairs for ball number 1. Affner at 143, no homers and a run batted in on the year, 3 runs scored. And he is back healthy after missing a month and a half due to a broken finger from a foul ball suffered at Somerset on May 3rd. 1-2. Big curveball, and it just missed up and away. Grissett thought he had strike 3, but broke the front plane of home plate too far up in the zone. And so the count 2-2. Ducks with just 1 hit so far. The base hit up the middle by Lou Ford in the first. 2-2. Affner bloops one in the air to right field shallow. Going to be a tough play. Long run out for Chavez, and the second baseman Walsh. Neither can get it. It lands for a base hit right into the Bermuda Triangle in shallow right field between the first baseman Chavez, the second baseman Walsh, and the right fielder Phipps. So give Audie after the blue single.
Shortstop number 12, Dan Lyons, number 12.
And that will bring up the Ducks shortstop and 9-hitter Dan Lyons, who came to the plate with a runner on base, had 1 out in the 3rd inning last night and deposited a 2-run home run over the left field wall off of left-hander Craig Sitton. Can Lyons pull off the same feat here in back-to-back ball games? First pitch from Grissett, and Lyons will take a fastball strike, belt high on the outside corner, 0-1. Lyons has the average up to 206 now on the year, 2 home runs, 19 runs batted in. He has certainly been improving at the plate of late. The 0-1, swing and a miss. This time chased a breaking ball diving down and away. And that'll run the count to 0-2. Lyons with 3 2-hit ball games in his past 4 games played overall. 5 in his last 8. The 0-2 from Grissett here is taken low and inside for ball 1. Kevin Baez at his shortstop, along with his third baseman Cody Puckett, going to be very important playmakers here in this second half of the season. The veteran leadership is much appreciated from Baez. The 1-2, swung on and fouled back behind home plate and out of play. But Kevin Baez certainly wants to see both hitters get back to their traditional form that we have seen for so many years here at Bethpage Ballpark. Lyons in his 8th season here with the Ducks. Puckett in his 5th. And the 1-2. Breaking ball is grounded foul to the third base dugout. Good at bat here for Lyons. We'll do it once again at 1-2. And Dan Lyons certainly isn't shy. He knows he's had his struggles this year, but trying to simplify things at the plate. Keep working hard off the field, and then get back to the form he wants to be in. 1-2. And Grissett misses high and away. Pick a changeup that time from the left-hander. Evens up the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Audie Affner, the runner at first, with 1 out, and Jordani Valdespin waiting in the on-deck circle. 2-2. Missed up and away again, did Grissett. And this at-bat will see an 8th pitch from the Skeeter lefty to the Ducks shortstop. See if Kevin Baez puts Audie Affner in motion here. He doesn't have a ton of speed, so I can't imagine he will. Chavez holds on Affner at first. 3-2 pitch, and Lyons cranks one deep but foul down the left field line. Oh, Dan Lyons was ready for that one. Got a fastball up in the zone and hit it a ton, but way foul down the third base line. That home run that he hit yesterday in the 3rd inning was his first since May 17th against the Road Warriors. Ended a 38-game stretch without a home run for Dan Lyons. Again, the payoff pitch. And Lyons pops one up in the air to center field, barely having to move his Barrett Barnes. Takes a couple steps into his right to make the catch. And ultimately, on 9 pitches, Grissett wins the battle with Lyons for the second out. And even there, if you're Dan Lyons, I'm sure you're frustrated you didn't get the hit, especially when you hit the previous pitch so well, but foul. But you got to be happy with that at-bat that you had. Fell behind, worked the count full. After going behind 0-2, 3-2 strike foul balls. Lyons has made a career out of doing that. So good at-bat there for Lyons. Resulted in out, though, and with 2 outs, here's Valdespin. First pitch to him, and he takes a fastball upstairs for ball 1. Grissett to this point has thrown 33 pitches on the afternoon, 22 of them for strikes. The 1-0 delivery here to the Ducks second baseman, who popped out to center his first time up. 1-0 fastball misses the outside corner. That's out 2-0 on Valdespin. 1 hit and 4 at-bats last night for Valdespin, but the 1 hit did extend that on-base streak. He now also stole his 14th base of the year last night. 2-0 on the way. Valdespin takes all the way. The fastball hits the inside corner for strike 1. If Valdespin can get aboard, Lou Ford waits on deck. He has one of the 2 Ducks hits thus far. Scoreless game, bottom of the 3rd inning here in Central Islip. 2-1 delivery. Valdespin takes all the way. That jumps in for a strike. And that will even up the count at 2-2. Valdez being the league leader in batting average, hits, runs scored, triples, extra base hits. He's doing it all. 2-2. Fastball runs high for ball 3. Leads the league in total bases and at-bats as well. Now with a 3-2 count and 2 outs, you'll definitely see Audie Affiner running on the pitch. We'll have to wait to make sure Grissett, the lefty, does indeed deliver to the plate, but he'll be running on the pitch from the left-hander. Payoff pitch on the way, and Valdespin takes upstairs for ball 4. So make it 30 games in a row for Jordani Valdespin that he has reached base safely. He picks up the 2-out walk here in the 3rd. And now there are 2 on and 2 out for Lou Ford. Well, that walk issued by Ben Grissett, the first he has allowed today, and it's brought to you by City MD Urgent Care. There are over 15 City MD locations across Long Island. Need a doctor? Just walk in. So here is Lou Ford, who singled hard up the middle his first time up. Affiner, the runner, at second now, and Valdespin at first. Valdespin the better speed of the two. First pitch, Ford takes a fastball strike, outside corner. 0-1 on Ford, who did not get a hit or reach base safely last night, but drove in a run on a sac fly. He scored after reaching on an error as well. The 0-1. That breaking ball misses the outside corner from Grissett to even up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Ford, 41 runs batted in on the year. That is the second most on the team behind Travis Snyder's 49. 1-1. Taken under the hands and inside for ball 2. Coming into play today, Ford ranked 4th in the league with those 41 RBIs. Snyder is second, 3 behind Lancaster's Blake Galen. 2 on, 2 out in a scoreless game. Here's the 2-1 pitch from Grissett. Ford swings a line drawn into right field, but backing up and making the grab is Dennis Phipps for the final out of the inning. Ford hit it hard the other way and almost snuck it over the head of Dennis Phipps, but he makes the catch, and the side retired in the 3rd. Both teams threaten, but neither can score in the 3rd inning. For the Ducks, no runs, 1 hit, and a walk. They leave 2 men on base. We head to the 4th here in Central Islip, New York. The Ducks and the Skeeters are still scoreless.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Jake Fisher, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Go Ducks.
The Atlantic League's biggest stars are coming to Long Island this summer. Join us on Wednesday, July 11th for the 2018 Atlantic League All-Star Game, presented by Good Samaritan Hospital Medical Center. See the top players from the Liberty and Freedom divisions take the field for the Midsummer Classic and the Dig Me Home Run Derby. Following the game, all fans in attendance will enjoy the largest fireworks spectacular on Long Island. Get your tickets for the 2018 All-Star Game today by visiting the box office, calling 631-940-TIXX, or going online to liducks.com.
This season, build new memories.
Beautiful evening for baseball.
This season, witness the action.
He reaches up, it's gone!
This season, celebrate an all-star summer.
The Ducks have won it 7-1.
Gather your friends and family for an entertainment experience like no other. The Ducks 2018 schedule is full of new promotions, and with free parking and tickets starting at just $12, there's no better value on Long Island. Get tickets to an all-star summer at liducks.com.
Back here at Bethpage Ballpark, we move to the 4th inning, scoreless game between the Ducks and the Skeeters. Good pitchers duel in the early going between Ben Grissett and Bennett Parry. Meanwhile, the fans here rising and applauding for the heroes of the game here today, presented by New York Community Bank and the Quackerjack Foundation, Dave Rogers and George Barrett, being recognized on the lower concourse here behind home plate. Nice moment as always. So we go to the 4th, Ducks and the Skeeters scoreless. Bennett Parry back to the mound. And up to the plate will step Courtney Hawkins to lead things off for the Sugarland Skeeters.
For the Sugarland Skeeters, left fielder number 12, Courtney Hawkins, number 12.
So here is Courtney Hawkins to the plate, batting from the right side. The first pitch on the way is tapped right back to the mound. Parry snares it on a hop, fires a low strike to Taylor Ord at first. And on the 1-3 putout, one away here in the top half of the fourth inning. Fans New York Sports Day is one of the largest independent New York sports news sources out there for coverage of the Long Island Ducks, the Mets, and the Yankees, major and minor league baseball, football, basketball, hockey, and soccer. Visit nysportsday.com. New York Sports Day, it's your independent Gotham sports news source. So with the one out here is the switch hitting catcher, Albert Cordero, who grounded into a 6-3 double play his first time up. First pitch from Parry, and he fouls this one back to the screen. Good cut on the fastball, on the count 0-1. Cordero last night was 1 for 4 at the plate, hit a game-tying RBI single though in his third at bat of the night. And here he smacks one on the ground at third, gobbled up by Cody Puckett. Sets and throws across the diamond for the out. And when Cordero's not catching, you can typically see him at third base. So in this instance, one sort of third baseman grounds out to the other. And Cordero is catching today. 2 away in the inning, the base is empty. Parry looking to retire the sign in order for the second time today. He did so in the top of the first. And here is the right fielder, Dennis Phipps, who popped out to his counterpart in right field, Travis Snyder, his first time up. And he swings and fouls one back off to the first base side. 0-1 the count on Phipps. Phipps served as the designated hitter in the first 2 games of this series. He was 0 for 4 last night with a pair of strikeouts. Being 0-1. The breaking ball is downstairs, a half swing. They appeal the first. Frank Urilli says no swing. So the count even up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Parry looks in for the sign from Afner, now has the pitch he likes. Here's the 1-1. Breaking ball, and that misses low and outside. Good eye by Phipps. To move the count to 2 balls and 1 strike. Two down, the base is empty. Top of the fourth, no score. Here's the 2-1. Parry misses low with a fastball here. Well, the Ducks left-hander behind at 3-1. He's walked 1 batter thus far, has allowed 3 hits, but worked out of a first and second no-out jam in the third. Ended up leaving the bases loaded. The 3-1, Phipps swings, fouls one straight back to the screen behind home plate. And now the count full at 3-2. Payoff pitch on the way. Parry to Phipps, and the breaking ball fouled off. Phipps was fooled there, was expecting a fastball, wound up ready to swing, and then saw the breaking ball and tried to sit back on it as much as he could and just make contact and was able to fight it off. So we'll have another 3-2 delivery in this at bat from Parry. He is facing the Skeeters for the second time this year. 3-2 again, and he misses low and inside with a fastball for ball 4. So Parry allows a 2-out walk for the second inning in a row. Phipps fouled one off and then took a pitch downstairs for ball 4. So the Skeeters get a runner on for the 3rd straight inning. And that'll pass the baton along to the second baseman, Colin Walsh, who singled in his first at-bat of the day. First pitch on the way, and he'll take a fastball up and away for ball 1. We talked about that start May 30th down at Constellation Field, middle game of that series after the Ducks took the opener. And Parry rolled 5 2/3 innings of 1-run ball. There's the 1-0. He missed inside. Another pitch out of the zone, 3 in a row now from Parry, and it's 2-0. Parry allowed 5 hits, 3 walks that day. He was terrific through the first 5, then seemed to run out of gas there in that 6th inning. 2-0. There's a strike. Good fastball over the outside corner. He was striking out a ton. 14 strikeouts, all swinging. Had at least 1 strikeout in every inning and struck out the side twice. Here comes the 2-1. Popped up in the air, foul to the first base side. Affner gives this one a look, as does Ard, but this will be back into the seats out of play. And I will even up the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And ultimately, Parry, I believe in that game, if my memory serves correct, allowed a 2-out walk on a half swing by Kyle Kubica. That would have been the 15th strikeout of the night, would have set a Ducks single game franchise record. It just missed. They said he did not go around. 2-2 here is a changeup that misses up and away. Parry really getting frustrated with himself now. Grabs his head and then slaps his hand in his glove a couple times. And then Kevin Myers took Parry out of the ball game, and ultimately Ducks lost the lead, lost the game, and he took a no decision. 3-2 pitch with the runner going is cut on and missed for strike 3 as Walsh chased down in the zone. The tag applied by Audie Abner. Strikeout number 5 for Parry on the day, is 99th of the season, and that'll retire the side in the 4th. So for the Skeeters, no runs in the inning, 1 walk, no hits. And there was 1 runner left on base for Sugarland. 3.5 complete. Ducks and the Skeeters remain scoreless.
Hey fans, this is outfielder Travis Snyder, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Sayville Ford, Long Island's Ford giant, has been family-owned and operated for over 60 years. Stop by today to check out their giant selection of new and pre-owned vehicles at their state-of-the-art showroom featuring enclosed service drives and a luxurious customer lounge. Get giant savings on hundreds of new and used vehicles in stock. Sayville Ford, the no-fees dealer. Visit online at SayvilleFord.com or download the Sayville Ford app today to learn more. Call 855-917-8737 today.
Bethpage Ballpark is a great place to watch a ball game, so why not do so from some of the best seats in the house? Long Island's hometown team is proud to present the Long Island Ducks Beer Garden. Open for all fans on nights when the Smokin' Owl's party deck has not been reserved, the Beer Garden will feature a variety of frosty drafts and bottled brews, as well as several food choices. The area has been decked out with bar rail seating and Ducks-branded furniture to provide a comfortable atmosphere for everyone. Be sure to stop by and check out the Long Island Ducks Beer Garden on your next visit to the ballpark. No scores. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning here at Bethpage Ballpark. Michael Pollack with you, bringing you all the action. Thank you so much for tuning in on your Sunday evening. I can officially say it's evening now, just after 6 o'clock here in central Islip, New York. Good pitchers duel going on thus far between the left-handers Bennett Parry and Ben Grissett. That'll be Travis Snyder, Taylor Ard, and David Washington coming to the plate here in the inning. The heart of the Ducks order, 3, 4, and 5 in the lineup. Grissett, meanwhile, has allowed just 2 singles and a walk over the first 3 innings of the ball game. So here is Snyder to the plate. And the first pitch on the way from Grissett is a breaking ball. Looked like that missed up and went off the tip of the glove of catcher Albert Cordero back behind the plate. So the count 1-0 on Snyder, who wrapped into a 4-6-3 double play on the first pitch he saw back in the first inning. Here comes the 1-0, and Snyder swings through a breaking ball for strike 1. Good pitch there from Grissett. Snyder tried to time it and just missed. 1 ball, 1 strike on Snyder, who last night for the Ducks finished the night by going 1 for 4 at the plate with a run scored. Here's the 1-1. Takes a breaking ball up and away. And so the count moves to 2 balls and 1 strike on Snyder. Again with Taylor Ard waiting in the on-deck circle. Snyder 2 of 8 in the series coming in. Takes way up and inside, had to back out of the way of it quickly. Doesn't need to get out of the way, and it's 3-1. Snyder has hit safely in 7 straight coming into tonight's ball game. Really has turned his season around nicely after the tough start to the year. From the windup, Grissett's 3-1, and Snyder swings through a fastball. Got a good pitch to hit, just missed. And now the count full. Grissett 28 strikeouts in 33 1/3 innings coming into today's ballgame. Has yet to strike out a batter, though. He's inducing a lot of outs in the air thus far, a couple on the ground. Payoff pitch. Snyder pops it up foul to the third base side. This will drift out of play. Well, the Skeeters will have 5 of their players again in the All-Star game, so they will stay here on Long Island. Sugarland will depart back down to their hometown of Sugar Land, Texas, where they will await the start of the post-All-Star break schedule. They'll welcome in the Road Warriors on Friday night. 3-2. Snyder a drive in the air to left, hit fairly well, but this will stay in the yard. Courtney Hawkins drifting to his right to make the catch. And Snyder retired for the first out of the fourth. Ducks, meanwhile, of course, will get to stay here at home. Been home since Friday night. They'll have the 3-game series here, which ends today. They'll have the 4 days of the All-Star break, and then they will hit the road on Friday to take on the York Revolution. Friday, Saturday, Sunday in York, Pennsylvania. They'll enjoy the Monday off, July the 16th, and then they'll open up a homestand starting on Tuesday, July the 17th against the New Britain Bees. Here's the first pitch to Taylor Ard. He takes a fastball up and away from Ben Grissett for ball one. Ard swung at 2 pitches, popped them both foul. One landed in the glove of the catcher. And here pops another one up, straight up at home plate. Cordero drifting into fair territory, now back in a foul and makes the catch right near the home plate area. So 2 foul pop-ups to the catcher for Ard. And Grissett has quickly retired the first 2 Ducks to come to the plate in the fourth.
Designated hitter, number 30, David Washington, number 30.
Well, the Ducks have not really been able to get too many good swings against Ben Grissett. Not much great contact. In fact, as I'm looking here, I think Lou Ford has been the only Duck with really to hit a ball hard in this game. He has those 2 swings of the bat. Swing and a miss here by Washington for strike 1. He foul tipped it into the glove of Cordero. Line is single up the middle in the first, and then hit a hard line drive to right that Dennis Phipps caught for the final out of the third. Everything else has been fairly soft hit by the Ducks. The 0-1, and Washington takes down and away to even up the count. Washington flied to left his first time up. That was back in the second inning. Got under it a bit, hit it fairly far, but didn't hit it all that hard. And the count even up at 1-1 as Grissett looks to retire the side in order for the second time today. He did so in the second. 1-1. Takes down and away once again. Would not chase out of the zone. So Washington works the count in his favor at 2 balls and 1 strike. Big grand slam last night for Washington. The only hit he had in his 4 at-bats, but it came at the right time with the bags full. And 1 out in the 6th. 2-1. Takes a breaking ball here over the inside corner for strike 2. And Grissett now a strike 3 away from a 1-2-3 inning. Got Kevin Baez with a couple words with Chris Angstrom, the third base umpire. 2-2 pitch on the way to the plate, and Washington chases a breaking ball downstairs for strike 3. So there's the first strikeout of the day for Ben Grissett. The Ducks go in order in the 4th inning. Move this pitcher's duel to inning number 5. Ducks and the Skeeters scoreless here in the series finale.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Shahid Jurgens, and you are listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
We asked people across Long Island, what does energy efficiency mean to you?
Energy efficiency? It means finding ways to save a few dollars on my electric bill each month.
PSEG Long Island is introducing smart technologies that let you control just how much energy you use.
To me, it really is important to keep Long Island green so future generations can enjoy our island's beauty.
And we're partnering on renewable sources that will keep Long Island sustainable for generations. Discover all of our energy efficiency programs at psegLINY.com/efficiency.
Take your group out to the ball game this season and enjoy all the fun of Ducks baseball at discounted prices with the picnic area, luxury suites, the Smokin' Owl's party deck, and so much more. Bringing your group to the game will be an unforgettable experience. The Ducks even offer opportunities to sing the national anthem, serve as the Ridgewood Savings Bank color guard, be the Nicolak Dream Team, put on a pregame performance, or shag fly balls during Ducks batting practice. To book your outing today, call 631-940-3825 and ask for the group sales department. Long Island Ducks Baseball. Good times every time.
The Long Island Ducks kick it off
Well, we head to the 5th inning here at Bethpage Ballpark. Long Island Ducks and the Sugarland Skeeters scoreless in the final game of this 3-game weekend set prior to the Atlantic League All-Star break. And as we head to the 5th inning, it means it's time for our 5th inning trivia question, where we test your knowledge of the Long Island Ducks, the Atlantic League, and baseball as a whole. And of course, with the All-Star game coming up on Wednesday night, figured we would do an All-Star related question today here in the series finale, so stay tuned for that. We'll have that coming up for you here shortly. For the Skeeters, it'll be the 8, 9, and 1 hitters coming up to the plate. Javier Betancourt, the third baseman, will lead things off. Alvaro Rondon, the shortstop, will follow. And then it'll be the center fielder, Barrett Barnes.
Javier Betancourt, number 20.
So here is Betancourt to the plate to start things off. From the stretch, Parry kicks and fires home. Betancourt takes a fastball strike at the knees. And the count 0-1. Again, the first start of the series for Betancourt, who came off the bench yesterday to take over for an injured Anthony Ginsanti. Never were told what the injury was, but he had to come out of the game. This pitch misses low. And the count even up at 1-1 strike. Ginsanti in his first at-bat here against John Brownell on Friday night hit a fly out to center and then seemed to suffer a groin injury after the ball was caught as he was running up the first base line. 1-1. That hits the outside corner for strike 2. Good pitch from Parry. Just caught a piece of the black. Now, we thought Ginsanti would have to come out of the game with the way he limped back to the third base dugout, but he ended up staying in, playing the rest of the game, and maybe it just tightened up on him yesterday. It's the only thing we could think about, unless he tweaked something else during the course of yesterday's game. 1-2 to Betancourt is popped foul back behind the plate off to the first base side. Keeps the count at 1-2. Betancourt grounded a single through the right side off his shoe tops in the third inning. Back-to-back singles by Walsh, and Betancourt opened that inning, but Parry was able to get out of it on a sac bunt, a strikeout, and after a walk, another strikeout. 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. Got him to chase the breaking ball down and away. Strikeout number 6 on the day for Bennett Parry, and his 100th strikeout of the season, and this just his 12th start. Boy, impressive stuff from Bennett Parry. Game number 66 of the year, and he already has hit the century mark for strikeouts. First pitcher in the Atlantic League to do that this year. And coming into the day, he led the league by 28 more in the strikeout department. Jake Fisher of the Ducks is second in the league with 66 coming into the action today, as Alvaro Rondon fouls off the first pitch for strike 1. Bennett Parry had 94 coming in and 6 already over the first 4 1/3 innings against the Skeeters. Being 0-1 here to the lefty swinging Rondon. He takes the fastball upstairs. And that'll leave it up to count at 1-1. Rondon laid down a sac bunt his first time up. This pitch misses downstairs from Parry. Just briefly squeaked through the legs of Audie Affiner. And the count moves to 2-1. Rondon was able to lay a 1-1 pitch down the third base line where Cody Puckett fielded and threw off balance to first. And just beat Rondon to the bag. 2-1, popped up in the air down the left field line. Going to be a tough play. Long run for the shortstop, Dan Lyons, in a foul ground. Reaches out, can't make the catch. Almost came up with it, but just out of his reach before he got to the tarp down the left field line. He was able to brace himself and avoid an injury, but good effort by Dan Lyons, who is among the best shortstops in terms of range. He will routinely go back on those baseballs down the left field line, out in a shallow left field, in a shallow center. He really can run all over the field and has terrific range. Almost made a tremendous catch there. 2-2. And Rondon takes a fastball on the outside corner, strike 3 called. Rondon did not like that one from Jorge Terran. Making 7 Ks for Bennett Parry, 3 in a row. And just like that, 2 down and the base is empty here in the 5th.
Back to the top of the order for the Sugarland Skeeters with center fielder number 27.
Sugarland was certainly unhappy last night when Derek Norris got called out on strike 3 on a 3-2 pitch from Francisco Rodriguez in the 9th inning. If it was ball 4, they would have had runners at first and second for Courtney Hawkins, who would have represented the go-ahead run, as Barrett Barnes takes a breaking ball inside here for ball 1. It was a bit of a delayed call. I think that's what the Skeeters had the most issue with. Pitch looked like it was a little bit low in the zone. 1-0. Barnes takes a fastball upstairs for ball 2. But the fact that Engstrom kind of stared there at home plate for a bit and then finally punched him out, I think that's what the Skeeters took exception with. But ultimately, the Ducks were able to secure the victory. 2-0. Barnes swings, hits a ground ball sharply foul down the third base line. Runs the count to 2-1 on Barnes, who has struck out twice tonight. Went down swinging in the first, looking in the third. And can Perry strike out the side here in the fifth? He's at a 2-1 count on Barnes. Bases empty, 2 down, scoreless game. 2-1. Fastball at the knees, a called strike. Barnes disagreed again. Boy, these Skeeters do complain a lot about ball and strike calls. You're not seeing anywhere near the same amount of disagreements from the Ducks side on some of the pitch calls made by Jorge Terán. 2 ball, 2 strike, 2 out pitch from Bennett Parry coming up. First time is called though by the home plate umpire. Here comes the 2-2 delivery. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Late on the pitch was Barnes. Bennett Parry strikes out the side here in the 5th inning. And he has now got 8 strikeouts over 5 innings on the night for Long Island. So Sugar Land goes in order here in the 5th. We will head to the bottom half of the inning, halfway through here on this Sunday evening. Ducks and the Skeeters remain scoreless.
Hey fans, this is infielder David Washington, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey Ducks fans, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks is the Radisson Hotel Hauppauge, Long Island. It's centrally located on the north shore of Long Island and offers a home away from home for both business and leisure guests. The Radisson Hotel Hauppauge, Long Island features an indoor pool, 24-hour business center, a fitness center, and complimentary Wi-Fi in all guest rooms. Enjoy the contemporary American cuisine at the Fountain Grill restaurant or grab a quick bite to eat at Cafe Pronto. And best of all, it's only minutes away from Bethpage Ballpark. The Radisson Hotel Hauppauge, Long Island, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks. Call 631-231-1100 today. That's 631-231-1100.
Hey Ducks fans, stay up to date with Long Island's hometown team by visiting Quack of the Bat, the official blog of the Long Island Ducks. Quack of the Bat will bring Ducks fans beyond the headlines with in-depth feature articles, breaking news stories, game previews, and so much more. Interact with the team during the entire season through quotes directly from the players and coaches, as well as exclusive video clips and photos. Check out the blog today at quackofthebat.wordpress.com. Quack of the Bat, the official blog of the Long Island Ducks. Eight more strikeouts for Bennett Parry, who has now struck out 22 Skeeters batters this year in 10 2/3 innings against Sugar Land. 5 scoreless thus far from the southpaw, but he's been matched for the most part by Ben Grissett, the lefty for the Skeeters, who has thrown 4 scoreless to this point. Parry's allowed 3 hits, Grissett just 2. And we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. For the Ducks, it'll be their 6, 7, and 8 hitters due up: Puckett, Vega, and Affiner. And we'll see which starter blinks first, if either of them, here in today's ball game. First pitch to Puckett, and there's a fastball strike on the inside corner, 0-1. Well, I never got a chance to get you the 5th inning trivia question. My mind escaped me, so let's try it here in the bottom half of the 5th inning, the 0-1. And Puckett cranks one high in the air to left. It's hit well. Back goes Hawkins at the track, at the wall, and you can forget it. It's a solo home run over the left field wall for Cody Puckett. His 2nd home run of the season, and it's Grissett who cracks first. Ducks take a 1-0 lead on the Puckett solo blast. So Cody Puckett on an 0-1 pitch put a charge in a one to left field. His first home run since opening night here at Bethpage Ballpark, May the 4th. When he homered in his first at-bat of the season here at home. And now in his 2nd at-bat of the day here today, he lifts the solo blast over the left field wall. So on back-to-back days, Lyons and Puckett have ended long home run droughts. Here's Anthony Vega, and the first pitch taken for a strike, the count 0-1. Vega grounded out to short his first time up. That came back in inning number 3. Vega squares to bunt here, pulls back, and he takes low to even up the count at 1-1. So the home run for Cody Puckett, the Ducks' 6th of the series. 6 home runs in now about 2.5 games to start off the second half for Long Island. Their 51st home run of this 2018 season. 1-1, Vega squares the bunt, pops it foul, first base side. This will go off the top of the Ducks dugout and into the seats. And the count 1-2. If the Ducks hit 100 home runs, they will meet the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. And Chappie's Funeral Homes will donate $5,000 to the Quacker Jack Foundation. Cody Puckett goes yard, 3 hits apiece. And now the Ducks have the first lead of the day. 1-2. And a swing and a miss for strike 3 as Vega cuts through the fastball over the outside corner. Second strikeout for Grissett. And there's one away. All right, here is the question, because if I wait any longer, I am not going to remember. Our question for you, with the All-Star game coming up here at Bethpage Ballpark on Wednesday night, we want to know who the starting pitchers were for the Liberty and the Freedom Division in the last Atlantic League All-Star game played here at the Duck Pond. Hafner a drive and a right. That's hit pretty well. Back goes Dennis Phipps. He reaches up. It's over his head, and it's going to go to the wall. Hafner on his way to second, and he's got his second hit of the day with a double to right. Well, Hafner didn't hit it all that hard his first time up, but he found the open real estate in shallow right for a bloop single, and this time he puts a charge in a one and smacks it over the head of Phipps for his second double of the year.
Lions, number 12.
So after Grissett did not allow an extra base hit in the first 4 innings, he has now given up 2 extra base hits to the first 3 batters of the 5th. And here is Dan Lyons, the shortstop and 9-hitter to the plate, who popped out to center in a good at bat back in the 3rd, 9-pitch at bat. And ultimately Grissett won that battle. See if Lyons can rebound here. First pitch on the way, and he hits a sharp ground ball, but right to the shortstop, Rondon, who knocked it down, bobbled it, recovers, throws to first, and just gets Lyons in time for the out. So good job by Rondon to stay with it and get that out at first base. 2 away in the inning. And that'll leave it up to Valdespin as Hafner was unable to advance on the play.
Number 15, Jordani Valdespin, number 15.
So 2 down and the base is empty. Here's Jordani Valdespin to the plate, who drew a walk his last time up. Grissett trying to work around the home run by Puckett and keep this a 1-0 ball game. Grissett looks to Hafner at second, and the pitch to Valdespin is a big curveball that missed outside for ball number 1. Valdespin popped to center in his first at bat of the day. Long Island now with the lead in the hit column at 4-3. And a 1-0 coming up from Grissett. Kicks, fires home. There's a fastball strike at the knees. Evens the count at 1-1. Valdespin now 5 of 10 here in the series. He's got a double and 2 runs scored. He's hit safely in 3 in a row coming in. One pitch, taken outside. Now we'll run the count to 2-1. We mentioned how many categories he's leading the Atlantic League coming in. The league's leading hitter at 358. Other league leading totals include 92 hits, 54 runs, 130 total bases on the season, 257 at-bats, 6 triples. 3rd in the league in extra base hits with 24. He's all over the league leaderboard. 2-1, takes all the way. There's a breaking ball strike. Valdespin usually a guy who likes to swing early in the count, but he has been more patient here today. Saw 4 pitches his first at bat, 6 in his second at bat, and ended up drawing the walk. Has seen 4 here. The count 2-2 on Grissett. Audie Hafner leads from second base with 2 men out. Grissett looks back that way, and now the 2-2. Swinging a line drive in a right field. This will get down for a base hit. Hafner around third. Kevin Baez waving him home. Here's the throw to the plate from Dennis Phipps, and Hafner is safe. Just slid in ahead of the tag from catcher Albert Cordero. It's an RBI single for Jordani Valdespin, and the Ducks have taken a 2-0 lead. So Making 4 straight games with a hit for Jordani Valdespin. Audie Afner had to use all of his speed to come around from second and score on the play for Valdespin. His 29th run batted in for Afner, his 4th run. And the 2-out RBI single doubles Long Island's advantage.
Number 20.
So the lead now 2 for Long Island, and up to the plate steps Lou Ford, who has hit the ball hard twice here today. Digs in from the right side against the lefty Grissett. First pitch, a throw over actually, and that'll chase Valdespin back to the bag. Valdespin 14 of 17 in the stolen base department this year. He stole one last night, taking second base late in the ball game after he reached on the single. First pitch here to Ford. He takes a fastball low and inside from Grissett for ball 1. Ford is 1 for 2. He singled hard up the middle in the first inning, and then lined out to right field with 2 aboard to end the third. Grissett now up to 70 pitches on the day, 44 for strikes. Here's the 1-0. Ford a swing and a miss as he went down to one knee trying to chase that pitch down and away. Leaving up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. 3 hits, 2 runs for the Ducks here in the 5th. They score first for the first time in this series, though that's not mattered in the end over the first 2 games, with Long Island coming back to win both. Throw over, and back safely there is Valdespin. Matt Chavez holding on the runner. Valdespin at first base, 2 All-Stars right over there on the first base bag. Grissett with the 1-1 to Ford. And he'll take a breaking ball that misses down and in. The count goes to 2-1. As a reminder, we're awaiting to give you the answer in the 6th inning to our 5th inning trivia question. Who were the starting pitchers in the Atlantic League All-Star game when it was held here on Long Island last, back in 2010? 2-1. Ford smacks one on the ground to third. Backhanded on one hop by Betancourt, although the short way to second for the Force. And now we'll retire the side in the inning. However, the Ducks take the first lead of the ball game. They get 2 runs in the inning on 3 hits, including the solo home run by Cody Puckett in the 5th, leading things off. There were no errors in the inning, and 1 runner was left on base. After 5 here at Bethpage Ballpark, Ducks lead the Skeeters by the count of 2-0.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Bennett Perry, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Going way back is Joe Holden, and he is looking up, and that one is headed to field 5 at Robert Moses. The waves are gnarly, and the Ducks have tied it at 1.
That was another home run for the Ducks. And Duck fans, what's more fun than a home run that helps the Ducks win a game? How about a homer that helps the community win? Chappie's Funeral Home and the Long Island Ducks have once again teamed up for the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 homers this season, Chappie's Funeral Home will donate $5,000 to the Quacker Jack Foundation. So every time a Ducks hitter goes deep this season, watch for the Chappie's Challenge home run count on the scoreboard. And if we reach 100, we're all a winner. Chappie's Funeral Home, where caring for others is a family tradition.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
Two 2-0, the Ducks have the lead over the Sugarland Skeeters as we move to the 6th inning. Fans, don't forget to stop by the Waddle Lynch shop on your next visit to Bethpage Ballpark, where exclusive hard-to-find Ducks memorabilia is now on sale, including a tremendous selection of All-Star Game and All-Star Summer merchandise. Proceeds benefit the Quacker Jack Foundation, the charitable arm of the Long Island Ducks. Bennett Perry back to the mound for his 6th inning of work. He has struck out 8 thus far and has allowed 3 hits and 2 walks to this point, but no runs. Derek Norris will lead things off, and the first pitch to him misses low and outside for ball 1. Norris is 0 for 1 on the day, struck out swinging in the first and drew a walk in the third. Perry at 79 pitches, 50 for strikes. 1-0, and there's a fastball strike outside corner 1-1. We told you we'll give you the answer here in this inning to our 5th inning trivia question, where we test your knowledge of the Ducks, the Atlantic League, and baseball as a whole. 1-1. Norris takes a breaking ball that misses above the letters for ball 2. We gave you the question in the bottom of the 5th, albeit a little bit delayed. And we wanted to know who the starting pitchers were the last time the All-Star Game was held here at Bethpage Ballpark back on July the 6th of 2010. 2-1 is lined in a right field down the line. This ball will land foul. Getting jammed on that was Norris, but it lands to the right of the chalk by a wide margin. Snyder will field and flip it to a fan in the stands. We'll do it once again at 2-2. The answers were former Ducks left-hander Randy Leak, one of the best Ducks starting pitchers of all time. He went 2 scoreless innings, did not allow a hit or a walk, struck out 1. He needed just 15 pitches to get through 2 innings. Looks like Norris broke his bat, so we'll have to go get a fresh piece of lumber. And Jesus Sanchez was the starter on the other side for the Freedom Division, the York Revolution left-handed pitcher. And in that game, he allowed 1 run on 1 hit as he gave up a leadoff solo home run to Casey Benjamin of the Blue Crabs in the bottom half of the 1st inning. 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Derek Norris chasing downstairs. Make it 5 strikeouts in a row for Bennett Perry, and now 9 for the game. And there is out number 1 in the 6th inning. Perry struck out Colin Walsh in the 4th, struck out all 3 hitters in the 5th, Betancourt, Rondon, and Barnes, and now has struck out the leadoff man here in the 6th, Derek Norris, who goes down swinging for the 2nd time. 1 away, and up to the plate steps the first baseman, Matt Chavez, who is 0 for 2. Perry comes in, his first pitch, and Chavez chases down and away for strike 1. Liberty Division out-hit the Freedom Division 14-3 in that All-Star Game. They won 7-1. Steve Moss of the Bridgeport Bluefish, was named the MVP. He was 2 for 2 at the plate with a homer, 2 RBIs, and 2 runs scored. Fastball misses up and away to even the count at 1-1 on Chavez. Liberty Division won that game. They would win the year before as well, but since that All-Star Game victory here at Bethpage Ballpark in 2010, the Liberty Division has yet to win the All-Star Game. So they will try and end a 7-year losing streak in the All-Star Game. Freedom Division won in 2011 and 2012 and 2013. The format was different in 2014. The 1-1, Chavez hits one in the air to center and hit well. Back goes Anthony Vega, still racing back, turns and looks at the wall. It's off the wall. Chavez around first going for second base. Here comes the throw. It's not in time. And Matt Chavez aboard with a 1-out double. First extra base hit of the day allowed by Bennett Perry. And he scalded that ball to center field, and even with Vega's speed, he could not get back there in time to field it.
Courtney Hawkins, number 12.
So for Matt Chavez, his 17th double of the season. With a 1-out base runner on second, that'll bring up Courtney Hawkins. 2014, the Skeeters hosted the All-Star Game, and it was the Skeeters taking on a team of Atlantic League All-Stars from the other 7 teams around the league. First pitch on the way to Hawkins. Takes the breaking ball low. And count 1-0 on Hawkins, who singled to center in the 2nd and grounded back to the mound in the 4th. Freedom Division then has won in each of the last 3 years, 2015 in Bridgeport, 2016 in Lancaster, and last year in Somerset. Timeout called here at home plate as Perry came set. So the Liberty Division looking for their first All-Star Game win since the 2010 season when it was held here on Long Island. The 1-0. That's smacked back towards the middle. Jordani Valdespin, though, is right there. Had him played perfectly. Throws to first for the out. Crossing over to third base on the play goes Chavez. That's a 2-out in the inning. That'll bring up Albert Cordero.
Albert Cordero, number 3.
Perry looked like he took an extra few seconds there after that ball came back towards the middle. I don't know if his heart skipped a beat a little bit on the comebacker. It was a broken bat comebacker too, so I don't know if any part of the bat went out towards him. But no visit from Kevin Baez or Ducks trainer Dottie Pitchard, so he seems to be just fine. So the runner at third now is Matt Chavez with 2 away. Here is Albert Cordero, who's 0 for 2. The first pitch to him is a half swing at a breaking ball. They appeal to first, and Frank Urilli says he went around. Cordero waves his hand and cannot believe the call. And the count 0-1. Didn't look like Cordero took his bat off his shoulder by too much on that. Definitely started his swing, but he thought he held up. Cordero grounded into a 6-3 double play in the second and then bounced out to third in the fourth. The 0-1 fouled off down the right field line, well out of play. And now the count runs to 0-2. Perry trying to work around the one-out double by Matt Chavez here in the sixth. Ducks lead it 2-0, now out hitting the Skeeters 5-4. Perry with 9 strikeouts on the afternoon. Can he get double digits once again here for the 6th time this season? Looks in for the sign from Hafner, now has what he likes. The 0-2. Fastball just outside. Might have been a little low as well. And so there is ball 1 to Cordero. Infield straight away. Valdez been slightly more towards the middle at second base. 1-2. Fastball, and again, Perry misses low. Trying to paint the bottom of the strike zone on back-to-back pitches. Cordero would not chase. And so the count is even at 2-2. A win here for the Ducks today would even up the season series with the Skeeters. Sugar Land won 3 consecutive series, taking 2 out of 3 each time. 2-2 is fouled back to the screen. So we'll do it once again at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Sugar Land made the first visit of the season here to Long Island, May 11th through the 13th. They took the front end and the back end of the series with the Ducks winning the middle game. Ducks then went down to Sugar Land, won 1-0 on May 29th, but lost the next 2, both in one-run fashion, 6-5 and 1-0. 2-2 delivery. Cordero takes down in the dirt, blocked there by Hafner, and Cordero's worked the count from 0-2 to 3-2. And then Sugar Land came back here in the middle of June 18th through the 20th. Ducks shut out the Skeeters 5-0 in the opener, but Sugar Land came back with 7-2 and 4-3 wins. So this is the first series the Ducks have taken from the Skeeters this year, and trying to complete the sweep to even up the season series at 6 wins apiece. Payoff pitch on the way. Swing, half swing. They appeal to first, and they say this time he did not go around. And so that is ball 4. And on that instance, it looked like Cordero had actually swung a little bit more than he did his first time when Frankie really said he went around on a check swing. So maybe a makeup call there. Either way, a 2-out walk issued by Bennett Perry, the 3rd 2-out walk he has issued in this ball game. Tying runs are now aboard, and here is Dennis Phipps. Perry is now up to 95 pitches on the day, 59 of them for strikes. First pitch, and Phipps swings and grounds it foul at home plate. A big hack at a big looping breaking ball. And so the count 0-1. And that's been part of the story for Perry this year, is that a lot of times he has allowed those 2-out walks or walks at other points in the inning that runs up his pitch count, prevents him from going past the 6th inning in ball games. Here comes the 0-1. Phipps takes a fastball this time and misses upstairs. Perry, a very intense pitcher on the mound. He shows a lot of emotion while he's out there. If he misses with a pitch, he can very often get frustrated with himself, pound his hand into his glove, or grab his hat with his hands. The 1-1 here. Deals home. Phipps takes a fastball strike on the outside corner. And again, Perry gets the 2 strikes. He's ahead 1-2. He was ahead 0-2 on Cordero before Cordero drew the walk. Now ahead 1-2 on the righty swinging Phipps. Chavez leads off of third. Cordero off of first. The 1-2. Breaking ball cut on and missed for strike 3. Bennett Perry with his 10th strikeout of the day, the 6th time this year. Perry has struck out 10 or more in a game, and he strands another pair of Skeeters on the base pass. 6 scoreless from the southpaw. So in the inning, no runs, 1 hit, and 1 walk. There were 2 runners left on base, no errors in the inning. And after 5.5 innings of play, the Ducks remain in front by a pair. It's a 2-0 ball game.
Hey fans, this is outfielder Daniel Fields, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Oh, I love it! The color of my new Nicolot patio is so vibrant. It's unlike anything I've ever seen.
You're welcome. I'm just gonna go finish that Nicolot walkway now.
Make your pavers vivid Nicolot pavers. The best looking, most vibrant pavers with the most 3-color blends in the industry. Featuring Nicolot's exclusive paver shield and color blending technology. With color throughout and guaranteed not to fade. Live life in color with Nicolot. Visit Nicolot.com.
Have Have your birthday at the ballpark this season and celebrate with the flock. Kona Ice birthday party packages with the Long Island Ducks are now available. Each package includes 10 box seats, a commemorative birthday t-shirt, and autographed baseball. Refreshments including hot dogs, chips, cupcakes, frozen ice treats, and so much more. Best of all, the birthday child will stand on the dugout while the entire crowd sings happy birthday. Reserve your party today by calling the group sales department at 631-940-3825. Kona Ice birthday parties with the Long Island Ducks, a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Ten more strikeouts for Ducks left-handed pitcher Bennett Perry, continuing a magical first half to his 2018 season. Now up to 104 strikeouts on the year for the left-hander. And 6 scoreless innings thus far here this evening. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Ben Grissett back to the mound, with the Ducks leading by the count of 2-0. Travis Snyder, Taylor Ord, and David Washington due up to the plate. We'll also take a look at the out-of-town scores, get you caught up in action going on around the Atlantic League and on the Major League scoreboard. 2 Atlantic League games are final, 1 other going on simultaneously with this one. Both locals days are done in the Major Leagues today. One team winning a series, the other losing one. So we'll go through those in a moment. Here's Travis Snyder to the plate, who is 0 for 2 thus far today. Grissett ready to go on his first pitch. Snyder takes a breaking ball up and away for ball 1. Snyder grounded into a 4-6-3 double play to end the first, and then popped out to left field back in the 4th. Grissett works out of the windup. Here is the 1-0. Now this smacked on the ground towards the middle of the infield. Backhanded, knocked down by Walsh, recovers, cannot come up with it, and Snyder is safe at first base. Well, we'll see how that is scored. That's a tough play there for Walsh, having to range up the middle field on the backhand and then throw across his body. It'll be the 6th hit of the day for the Ducks. And Long Island's got the leadoff man aboard here in the 6th inning. So Travis Snyder is on. He is now 1 for 3 on the day. Extends his hitting streak to 8 consecutive games. And here's Taylor Ord batting from the right side. Grissett from the stretch, his first pitch, and Ord swings. It's a fly ball in the air to right, hit pretty well. Racing back Dennis Phipps, has a beat on it, and he'll make the overhead catch. Ord bidding for the extra base hit the other way, and hit it well. But ultimately the ball tracked down for the first out here in the 6th inning.
Hitter, number 30, David Washington, number 30.
So 1 on and 1 out, and up to the plate will step David Washington, the first base, the designated hitter and 5 hitter. 2 games complete. The first in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, where the Bees defeat the Barnstormers by the count of 6-3 to earn a series win on the road in Lancaster to begin the second half. First pitch to Washington, and he takes a fastball strike outside corner, 0-1. Rainey Lara got the win. He improved to 5-3. Today he was named a replacement in the Atlantic League All-Star game. He will take the spot of injured left-hander Jim Fuller, teammate of his. The 0-1. That fastball misses low to even up the count. The loser was Joe Gardner, who fell to 3-6. Evan Scribner, the all-star closer for the Bees, his 12th save of the year. He's got a 0.89 ERA for New Britain. Has been absolutely fantastic this year. 1-1. Big curveball missed upstairs to Washington, who's 0 for 2 today with a fly out and a strikeout. It's 2-1. Homers in the loss for Lancaster from Casey Hobson, his 3rd. Trayvon Robinson, his 3rd. Bees were led offensively today by Jonathan Galvez, an all-star, who was 2 for 4 with an RBI and 2 runs scored. Two-1 from Grissett. Washington is swinging a ground ball to the right side. Colin Walsh is there. He goes to the shortstop for 1. Back to first. Not in time. Washington beat the throw there at first base. That'll go down as a fielder's choice off the bat of Washington, 4-6 on the putout. Snyder retired at second. Washington safe at first. Now with 2 outs, that'll leave it up to Cody Puckett.
Ducks third baseman number 2, Cody Puckett, number 2.
So here's Puckett, who is 1 for 2 on the day. He led off the 5th inning with a solo home run over the left field wall, his 2nd long ball of the season. took extra innings, but the Blue Crabs avoided a sweep at the hands of the York Revolution. They hand York their first loss of the second half, a 4-3 win in 11 innings. First pitch to Puckett is a fastball strike on the inside corner. Craig Stem got the win in relief to improve to 4-3. The losing pitcher, Luke Westfall, fell to 1-2 for the Revolution. Melky Mesa with 2 home runs, his 8th and 9th of the year for York. Throw over to first and back safely there is Washington. Austin Green went deep for Southern Maryland, his 3rd of the season. 3 hits and an RBI from All-Star Frank Martinez of the Blue Crabs. Washington held on at first by Chavez. Washington has pretty good speed. Here's the 0-1, and Puckett takes a fastball up and away. Road Warriors have a 1-0 lead over the Somerset Patriots right now, bottom of the 6th inning at TD Bank Ballpark in Bridgewater, New Jersey. Felix Baez pulled the starter today for the Road Warriors. David Kubiak on the hill for the Patriots. He has struck out 8. But on the losing end right now, Alfredo Silverio has driven in the only run of the ball game for the visiting Road Warriors. Swing and a miss by Cody Puckett, and the count goes to 1-2. Yankees earned a series win north of the border. They defeat the Blue Jays 2-1 in 10 innings. Chad Green, the win, improved to 5-1. Tyler Clippard, the former Yankee, the loser, as he fell to 4-3. David Robertson with his 2nd save of the year. Kendrys Morales has 10th home run of this season for Toronto in the loss. 1-2, runner goes from first. Puckett swings, pops it up in the air to right, shallow. Going to be a tough play. Long run for Dennis Phipps, in and towards the line. Gets there, and he makes the snow cone grab in shallow right for the final out of the 6th inning. So the Ducks get the leadoff infield single, nothing further in the inning. For Long Island, no runs and 1 hit in the frame. There was 1 runner left on base. 6 innings in the books here in the series finale on Long Island. Ducks lead the Skeeters 2-0.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Dennis O'Grady, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
The Atlantic League's biggest stars are coming to Long Island this summer. Join us on Wednesday, July 11th for the 2018 Atlantic League All-Star Game, presented by Good Samaritan Hospital Medical Center. See the top players from the Liberty and Freedom divisions take the field for the Midsummer Classic and the Dig Me Home Run Derby. Following the game, all fans in attendance will enjoy the largest fireworks spectacular on Long Island. Get your tickets for the 2018 All-Star Game today by visiting the box office, calling 631-940-TIXX, or going online to liducks.com.
This season, build new memories.
Beautiful evening for baseball.
This season, witness the action.
He reaches up, it's gone!
This season, celebrate an all-star summer.
The Ducks have won it 7-1.
Gather your friends and family for an entertainment experience like no other. The Ducks 2018 schedule is full of new promotions, and with free parking and tickets starting at just $12, there's no better value on Long Island. Get tickets to an all-star summer at liducks.com.
Bennett Perry back to the mound as we go to the 7th inning. The right-hander has thrown 6 scoreless frames thus far and has struck out 10. The Ducks with a 2-0 lead. Finishing up on the out-of-town scoreboard before we get things started here in the 7th. We mentioned the Yankees a 2-1 win, courtesy of a Brett Gardner RBI single in the 10th inning. Mets, meanwhile, were shut out for the 2nd day in a row as they fell 9-0 at home to the Tampa Bay Rays. Nathan Eovaldi had a flirt with history today. He gets the win to improve to 3-3, had a no-hitter, I believe a perfect game as well going through the first 7 innings, but gave up a hit in the 8th to Brandon Nimmo before he was taken out of the ball game. He gets the win, though. The losing pitcher was Chris Flexen, who fell to 0-2. Flexen got the start and allowed 5 runs in 3 innings. Colin Walsh will lead off here in the 7th. And the first pitch to him is a fastball strike outside corner, 0-1. For the Rays, home runs from Cron, his 17th, Bowers his 3rd, and Wendell his 3rd. And so they, after taking the loss in the first game of the series, as this is grounded foul, they had a 1-0 lead going into the 9th inning. Excuse me, a 1-1 ball game, I believe it was, going into the 9th inning on Friday night when Jose Bautista hit the walk-off grand slam. So the Mets had 1 run in the 3 games of the series. And if not for that walk-off grand slam, who knows, the Rays might have swept the Mets. Meanwhile, it's Hudson River Derby Day today. New York Red Bulls will travel to New York City FC at Yankee Stadium for a 7 o'clock tangle. 0-2. That's down in the dirt. Missed inside for a ball. That's count to 1-2. And the New York Liberty were in action earlier today. They fell at home 97-87 to the Dallas Wings. Colin Walsh 1 for 2 with a single and a strikeout thus far. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Fastball misses upstairs above the letters. Walsh started to go, but he was able to hold up his swing. Colin Walsh last night originally was slated to hit in the number 3 spot of the order, then got dropped down right before the game to the 6th spot. He ended up 1 for 4, with a gift double on a fly ball to left that was overrun by David Washington. And here has worked the count from 0-2 to 3-2. Bennett Perry began the inning with 99 pitches on the night. Trying to give Kevin Baez here 7. 3-2, and that's upstairs for ball 4. So Bennett Perry got ahead 0-2 on Colin Walsh. And for the second time in the last 3 hitters, Perry's gotten ahead 0-2 and walked the batter. The 4th walk issued by the left-hander tonight. A season high for him in 1 game. So Walsh is on to begin the 7th. And that'll bring up the third baseman, Javier Betancourt. When Perry's able to keep the ball down in the zone, it's usually when he's successful. He gets a lot of swings and misses, gets a lot of ground balls. First pitch here, and Betancourt smacks one on the ground to second. Valdespin there, flips to Lyons for 1 on the first double play. Just what Perry needed after the walk. A 4-6-3 double play on the first pitch to Betancourt, who is now 1 for 3. And just like that, 2 away. Second double play turned by the Ducks tonight. So with 2 down and the base is empty, up to the plate step shortstop Alvaro Rondon, who is 0 for 1. Sacrifice bunt laid down in the 3rd, though it didn't lead to any Skeeter runs, and went down looking on strikes in the 5th. First pitch here, he pops it in the air to left field. Over to his left is Lou Ford. He'll make the head-high catch. And Bennett Perry with 7 shutout innings here on this Sunday afternoon, with 10 strikeouts to go along with it. So for the Ducks, they face the Skeeters and give up no runs, no hits, a walk, but because of the double play earlier in the inning, the bases are left empty. Time to stretch here at Bethpage Ballpark. Ducks lead 2-0.
Hey fans, this is catcher Audie Affner, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Sayville Ford, Long Island's Ford giant, has been family-owned and operated for over 60 years. Stop by today to check out their giant selection of new and pre-owned vehicles at their state-of-the-art showroom featuring enclosed service drives and a luxurious customer lounge. Get giant savings on hundreds of new and used vehicles in stock. Sayville Ford, the no-fees dealer. Visit online at SayvilleFord.com or download the Sayville Ford app today to learn more. Call 855-917-8737 today.
Baseball fans, the Long Island Ducks mobile app has officially arrived. Powered by Clear Vision Apps, it's your one-stop shop for all things Ducks baseball. Buy tickets straight from your mobile device. Receive game status updates with push notifications. Check out up-to-the-minute news and scores and interact with the Ducks on social media. Best of all, it's free. Download the Ducks mobile app today by visiting the App Store on your Apple-powered device or Google Play on your Android-powered device. The Long Island Ducks mobile app, with you wherever you flock to. Well, we move to the bottom half of the 7th inning here at Bethpage Ballpark. The Long Island Ducks have themselves the lead 2-0, courtesy of a solo home run by Cody Puckett and a 2-yard RBI single by Jordani Valdespin, both coming in the 5th. They have gotten 7 scoreless innings from left-hander Bennett Perry tonight. And as we go to the bottom of the 7th, the Ducks will face Ben Grissett, who is back out for his 7th inning of work. The lefty with 84 pitches on the day, 53 for strikes. First pitch here in this lefty-lefty matchup, and Vega chases a slider well low and outside. And the count 0-1. Vega grounded out to shortstop in the 3rd inning and struck out swinging in the 5th, so he is 0 for 2. Ducks out hitting the Skeeters 6-4 on the afternoon. There's the 0-1. Vega chases down and away again. And count quickly, 0-2. Vega's been hitting the ball better of late. He did play yesterday, was 0 for 3 with a run scored and a stolen base. Takes outside this time for ball 1. Got a tough afternoon thus far. See if he can get aboard to start off this 7th inning. And the 1-2. Swung on and missed strike 3 as he chases downstairs once again. So for the second at bat in a row, he has struck out. Give Brissett his 3rd strikeout of the afternoon. There's the first out here in the 7th inning.
40 Affiner, number 24.
So that'll bring Audie Affner to the plate as he will bat from the right side. It's been a good day at the plate for him offensively. A single, a double, and a run scored in his 2 trips to the plate to face Grissett. Here he takes the first pitch up and away for ball number 1. He looped a single and a shallow right back in the 3rd inning and then doubled over the head of Dennis Phipps on the first pitch he saw in the 5th. Phipps now playing a little bit further back and right. The 1-0 is tomahawked in the air, foul down the right field line. This is going to drift out of play. Chavez had given it a look, but this well out of play. And the count even up at 1-1. For Ben Grissett, this is his longest outing of the year. Had not pitched more than 5 innings in any of his outings. He has now gone 6 tonight and pitching into the 7th. Pete Incaviglia letting him use up the tank here before the All-Star break. This pitch misses inside. And the count moves to 2-1. He's at 91 pitches now, 57 for strikes, which really has been fairly efficient for the southpaw. 2-1. Affiner swings, lifts a fly ball in the air off the end of the bat to right. Drifting in on it is Phipps. And he'll make the catch this time to retire Affiner. So for the 3rd time today, Affiner goes the opposite way, but he's retired for the 1st time. 2 outs quickly here in the 7th. And up to the plate will step the shortstop at 9-hitter, Dan Lyons.
And Lyons, number 12.
First pitch here is taken downstairs. And so the count goes to 1-0. Lyons is 0 for 2 with a fly on the ground out thus far. He smacks one on the ground here to 3rd. Tough play, but a nice pick out of the dirt by the 3rd baseman Betancourt. He throws on a 1st in time for the out, and a 1-2-3 inning for Ben Grissett here in the 7th. Strikeout, a fly on the ground out. Ducks go in order. We head to the 8th here on Long Island. Ducks 2, Skeeters nothing.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Jake Dunning, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
We asked people across Long Island, what does energy efficiency mean to you?
Energy efficiency? It means finding ways to save a few dollars on my electric bill each month.
PSEG Long Island is introducing smart technologies that let you control just how much energy you use.
To me, it really is important to keep Long Island green so future generations can enjoy our island's beauty.
And we're partnering on renewable sources that will keep Long Island sustainable for generations. Discover all of our energy efficiency programs at psegLiny.com/efficiency.
Take your group out to the ball game this season and enjoy all the fun of Ducks baseball at discounted prices with the picnic area, luxury suites, the Smokin' Owl's party deck, and so much more. Bringing your group to the game will be an unforgettable experience. The Ducks even offer opportunities to sing the national anthem, serve as the Ridgewood Savings Bank color guard, be the Nicolak Dream Team, put on a pregame performance, or shag fly balls during Ducks batting practice. To book your outing today, call 631-940-3825 and ask for the group sales department. Long Island Ducks Baseball. Good times every time.
To the 8th inning we go at Bethpage Ballpark in Central Islip, New York. Long Island Ducks lead the Sugarland Skeeters by the count of 2-0, out hitting Sugarland 6-4 in the ball game. Bennett Parry's splendid Sunday is done. The left-hander once again cementing his status among the best pitchers in the Atlantic League this year as he fires 7 shutout innings and has dominated the Skeeters this year. 12 and 2/3 innings against Sugarland, has allowed just 1 run, has combined for 24 strikeouts. Well, the one bugaboo is the walks. 4 walks today, a season high for him. 4 hits, though. And those 4 walks ended up elevating his pitch count a little bit. He finishes at 107 pitches, 66 of them for strikes. But ultimately, got a 2-0 lead in the 5th inning, has kept it over the past 2 innings. And now the Ducks go to their bullpen. They call upon right-hander Colton Murray, and the former big leaguer will face the top of the Skeeters order, Barnes, Norris, and Chavez here in the 8th inning. So Murray pitching for the second day in a row. Obviously, the Ducks will have 4 days off. In terms of the majority of their roster, they will have 7 players participating in the Atlantic League All-Star game. And if you have not seen yet, those 7 are lefty Bennett Perry, today's starter, along with starting left-hander Jake Fisher. First pitch here to Barnes, and Murray misses down and away for ball 1. Lefty reliever Wander Perez also selected to the All-Star game. And then among the position players that will represent the Liberty division, catcher Ramon Cabrera, who has the day off today. Infielders Jordani Valdespin and David Washington, and outfielder Lou Ford. A 1-0. And Barnes takes a fastball strike over the outside corner. Even though at 1-1, Barnes certainly, I'm sure, happy to see Bennett Perry off the mound. He struck out 3 times against the left-hander, going down swinging in the 1st and the 5th and looking in the 3rd. Be a 1-1 delivery. Murray kicks and fires home. Barnes takes a breaking ball for a strike. That'll move the count to 1-2 on Barnes. Last night, Murray came in to pitch the 8th inning in a 7-5 ball game. And in that 8th inning, struck out 2 looking. Got Walsh looking and Phipps looking. Got Cordero to ground out to shortstop in between them. Here's the 1-2. Missed outside with a slider. And that'll even the count on Barnes at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Just after 7 o'clock p.m. here on July the 8th, this Sunday afternoon, final game of a 3-game weekend series. First home series of the second half. 2-2. And a fastball here yanked down and away. Now to run the count full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. First series overall of the second half for the Ducks. They won the first 2. Big offensive performances in the first 2. 12-4 win here Friday, 7-5 yesterday, but today a pitcher's duel. Here's the 3-2. Swinging a fly ball in the air to right towards the line. Taylor Ard, the first baseman, in a foul ground right on the edge of the grass in the warning track. He'll make the catch. And Taylor Ard retires Barrett Barnes for the first out here in the 8th inning. So again, the final line on Bennett Perry, 7 innings, 4 hits, no runs, 4 walks, and 10 strikeouts for the left-hander. He threw 107 pitches, 66 of them for strikes. It is his 3rd start this year without giving up a run. His 2nd time going 7 scoreless. First since May 23rd against the Road Warriors. He threw 6 scoreless against the Lancaster Barnstormers here on June the 17th. And now 2 terrific starts against the Sugar Land Skeeters. Here's Derek Norris from the right side, 0 for 2 with a walk and a pair of strikeouts. First pitch breaking balls on the outside corner for strike 1. Colton Murray thus far has pitched in 9 games for the Ducks, 0-1 record and a 2.08 ERA. With that out, has now pitched 9 complete innings with the Ducks. Here's the 0-1. Fastball misses up and inside. And the hard-throwing right-hander now with a 1-1 count. In 8 2/3 innings coming in, 3 hits, 3 runs, 2 of them earned. He has walked 5 and struck out 12. Opponent sitting 103 against Murray, the former Philly. 1-1 delivered to the plate. Swinging a line drive in a left field on the run forward to left the plate on a hop. It's a base hit. It actually was a much softer hit than I thought. So Derek Norris has his first hit of the day, the 5th hit for Sugar Land. And a 1-out base runner for the Skeeters here in the 8th inning.
First baseman, number 16, Matt Chavez, number 16.
So Sugar Land will bring Matt Chavez to the plate with 1 on and 1 out in a 2-run ball game. Chavez 1 for 3 on the evening. One hit was a booming double over the head of Anthony Vega in center field 2 innings ago in the 6th. Murray comes set, and his first pitch swung on and missed. He chased downstairs. Good block by Audie Affiner at home plate. And the count goes to 0-1. Chavez had grounded to third his first time up in the 1st inning, and then struck out looking on 3 pitches in the 3rd against Perry, leaving the bases loaded. Sugar Land's big threat of the game. Back-to-back singles to open the inning, a sac bunt, and a 2-out walk loaded the bases. But Chavez struck out looking, 3 pitches, and that ended the threat for Sugarland. 0-1 from Murray. Runner goes from first. Pitch is taken for a strike. The throw down to second base, not in time. Scooped out on a hop by Jordani Valdespin. I believe the count is 0-2. Scoreboard shows 1-1. I thought that last pitch was a strike. Either way, Norris is down at second base with 1 out.
I'd like to thank the shortstop in and Islip for providing this year's press box meals.
Affner and Murray have a quick chat out on the mound, and now Affner will head back towards home plate. Count is 0-2 here, not 1-1. Skeeters dugout barking here at home plate umpire Jorge Terran. I'm not sure what it was about. I guess they thought it should have been a ball, but either way, the count is 0-2. Murray gets the sign and comes set. And the 0-2 pitch is a breaking ball that missed down and away. Trying to get Chavez to chase, he would not. And so it is now 1 ball and 2 strikes on the first baseman. Courtney Hawkins waiting in the on-deck circle for Sugarland. Skeeters have not been able to get on the scoreboard at this point. Bennett Perry with 7 shutout innings, a single and a stolen base. For Norris, by the way, that was his 3rd steal of the year. 1-2 to Chavez. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Murray blew the fastball by him upstairs. The 11th strikeout of the day for the Ducks pitching staff. Chavez goes down on strikes for the 2nd time. And with 2 away, that's going to leave it up to the left fielder and righty swinger, Courtney Hawkins.
Courtney Hawkins, number 12.
So here is Hawkins to the plate. He is 1 for 3 on the evening. Singled up the middle back in the 2nd inning. And since then has grounded out back to the mound and to second base. Valdespin has him shaded up the middle. Hawkins hit that ground ball back towards the middle in the 6th. Valdespin had him played perfectly. First pitch from Murray. Hawkins takes a curveball just off the outside corner. Got 1 ball and no strikes on Hawkins. Last night, Hawkins was 2 for 4 at the plate, including a 2-run homer to left field with 2 outs off of Asher Tolliver in the 7th inning. That made a 6-3 game a 6-5 ball game, but that would be as close as Sugarland would get. 1-0, and Hawkins chases downstairs for strike 3. The ball caromed up the first baseline slightly, but not far enough away for Norris to advance to 3rd. Good job by Affner to hustle and get out there. That'll even up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Two 2-0 Ducks here in the 8th inning. Colton Murray trying to work around a 1-out single and a stolen base from Derek Norris. Hawkins the wide open stance at home plate, batting from the right side. Murray gets the sign from Affner. Here's the 1-1. And Hawkins takes a fastball upstairs, would not chase out of the zone. And so that moves the count to 2 balls and a strike. Sugarland, we mentioned this earlier in the series, has been an absolutely dominant team in their home ballpark. 27 wins to 9 losses at Constellation Field in their first 36 home games, but they're just 14 and 15 in their first 29 road contests of the year. 2-1. Missed up and away on a hard slider did Murray. So now a dangerous hitter's count here. 3-1 the count on Courtney Hawkins. You can bet he'll be ready to swing if he gets a pitch that he likes. Murray's got to be careful against Hawkins, who has 13 home runs coming in, second only to Blake Galen of the Barnstormers, who has 14. Certainly you have to think those two likely candidates to participate in the home run derby at the All-Star game, the Dig Me Home Run Derby. The participants will be announced tomorrow in advance of the All-Star game. 3-1 from Murray. And Hawkins takes a fastball outside, ball 4. Missed a little bit up and away, a 2-out walk issued by Colton Murray. second runner to get aboard here in this 8th inning against Murray. With 2 on and 2 outs, that'll bring up the switch hitting Albert Cordero. Kevin Baez out of the dugout. We'll just have a conversation with Murray here just to try and talk about approach to Cordero. Or will he go to his bullpen and bring in a left-hander to turn Cordero around to the right side? He's going to stick with Murray here. Cordero today batted from the right side against the lefty Bethpage and was 0 for 2 with a walk against him. But now he will come to the plate hitting from the left side against the righty Murray. And look at the lefty-righty splits this year. Cordero, while hitting from the left side, is a 275 hitter. From the right side, a 295 hitter. So in theory, based on the splits, Cordero struggles a little bit more hitting left-handed than he does right-handed. 2 on, 2 out, 2-0 Ducks lead. First pitch coming up here from Murray to Cordero. Kicking the pitch. Cordero takes a fastball outside from Murray. The count 1-0. 19 pitches now in the inning for Murray, only 9 of them for strikes. So having a little trouble finding the strike zone here, especially over the past 2 hitters. So 1 ball and no strikes on Cordero. Murray gets the sign from Affiner and comes set. Here's the kick and the pitch. Cordero swinging a pop-up foul down the left field line. Long run over for Puckett and Lyons. Dan Lyons still racing out in a foul ground, and he makes, no, he didn't make the catch. I thought he made a tremendous over-the-shoulder catch. It just eluded his glove. It's a foul ball. And the count 1-1. I was screened on the view of the ball from Lyons. I just saw him reach up and looked like the ball disappeared behind his glove, so I thought he had made that tremendous catch. He had to go about 3/4 of the way down the left field line to try and get to it. Lou Ford was not able to get over there in time. He was shaded more towards left center for the lefty swinging Cordero. And Lyons almost made a fantastic grab, but ultimately a foul ball. And the count 1-1. Not an easy play by any stretch of the imagination. 1-1 pitch. Murray comes set on the hill. Kicks and fires home, and Cordero swings through a fastball. Murray reared back and threw a hard fastball. Cordero swung through in the count 1-2. Good job here by Murray to get ahead in the count after walking Courtney Hawkins. A 1-out single by Norris, a 2-out walk by Hawkins have put 2 on board for Sugarland. It'll be a 1-ball, 2-strike pitch here from the Ducks right-hander to the Skeeters switch hitter. Murray looking in for the sign, now has what he likes from Affiner. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. And Cordero will take a fastball high and outside, would not chase out of the zone. And that will even up the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. The right-handed hitting Dennis Phipps waiting in the on-deck circle for the Skeeters. Norris takes his lead off second, Hawkins off of first. Neither have blazing speed. 2-2 now. Murray fires to the plate. Cordero flies one in the air down the left field line. Foul. A late swing, hits it well out of play. And we'll have yet another 2-2 pitch in this at bat. You mentioned Carlton Murray pitching for the 2nd day in a row. Kevin Baez trying to get him through here in this 8th inning. Murray last pitched before yesterday on July the 4th with a scoreless inning against the Bees up in Connecticut. Once again, the 2-2 to Cordero. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. The ball caroms away from Affiner. He recovers. Throw over to first. Got him. Just beat Cordero by a step at first base. And Colton Murray is able to strike out Albert Cordero and retire the side in the 8th, stranding a pair on base. Good work by Affiner to get to that baseball and fire the strike over to first for the out. In the inning for Sugarland, no runs, 1 hit, 1 walk, and 2 more left on base. Skeeters have left 8 on today. We will head to the bottom half of the 8th inning. The Ducks still lead it 2-0 over the Skeeters.
Hey fans, this is Anthony Vega, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey, Ducks fans, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks is the Radisson Hotel Hauppauge, Long Island. It's centrally located on the north shore of Long Island and offers a home away from home for both business and leisure guests. The Radisson Hotel Hauppauge, Long Island features an indoor pool, 24-hour business center, a fitness center, and complimentary Wi-Fi in all guest rooms. Enjoy the contemporary American cuisine at the Fountain Grill restaurant or grab a quick bite to eat at Cafe Pronto. And best of all, it's only minutes away from Bethpage Ballpark. The Radisson Hotel Hauppauge, Long Island, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks. Call 631-231-1100 today. That's 631-231-1100.
Bethpage Ballpark is a great place to watch a ball game, so why not do so from some of the best seats in the house? Long Island's hometown team is proud to present the Long Island Ducks Beer Garden. Open for all fans on nights when the Smokin' Owl's party deck has not been reserved, the Beer Garden will feature a variety of frosty drafts and bottled brews, as well as several food choices. The area has been decked out with bar rail seating and Ducks-branded furniture to provide a comfortable atmosphere for everyone. Be sure to stop by and check out the Long Island Ducks Beer Garden on your next visit to the ballpark. Colton Murray is able to come in and pitch a scoreless 8th inning. Got a little hairy there. He allowed a 1-out single and a stolen base, followed up by a 2-out walk, but ultimately strikes out Albert Cordero swinging. The ball bounced away from Audie Afner on a very athletic play for him to bounce up, get to the baseball on the third base side, and fire a long throw from the third base side of home plate to first. Just beat Cordero by a step. For the final out of the inning, 2 more strikeouts for Murray, who has struck out 4 in 2 scoreless innings out of the bullpen in this series. Now the Ducks take a 2-0 lead into the bottom of the 8th. One more chance to try and add some insurance here in the inning before we head to the 9th, presumably for Francisco Rodriguez to try and close this one out. Meanwhile, Ben Grissette's day has done a strong start for the left-hander, a quality start, and he certainly pitched well enough to win today, but ultimately at best would get a no decision. Right now in line for the loss, and it is Austin Adams, the right-hander, who takes over out of the bullpen for Sugarland, and he will be facing the top of the order for Long Island. Valdespin, Ford, and Snyder are 2 up at home plate. We'll get to the final line here on Grissett shortly. Here is Jordani Valdespin to home plate for the Ducks. Valdespin coming to the plate for the 4th time today. He has been on base twice and has now reached base safely in 30 consecutive games, the longest on-base streak in the Atlantic League this year. So here is Jordani Valdespin to the plate from the left side. Collected the Ducks' 2nd run batted in of the day with his 2-out RBI single in a right field back in the 5th. Has scored Audie Afner. Swings at the first pitch and cuts through a fastball from Adams for strike 1. Prior to that, Valdespin walked in the 3rd and popped out to center in the 1st. Betancourt playing fairly in tight at 3rd. Here's the 0-1. Popped up in the air, fouled at the third base side, out of play off the bat of Valdespin. The count 0-2. Ben Grissett goes 7 innings tonight for the Skeeters. He allows just 2 runs, both earned on 6 hits. Both of the runs and half of the hits all came in that 5th inning. A solo homer for Cody Puckett to lead off the inning, a double by Audie Afner, and the RBI single from Jordani Valdespin. Grissett walked 1, struck out 3. After 94 pitches, 59 of them for strikes, his longest outing of the season. There's the 0-2, and Valdespin chases downstairs for strike 3. So Austin Adams comes in out of the bullpen to strike out Jordani Valdespin. And with 1 out, that'll bring up Luke Ford.
Left fielder number 20, Luke Ford, number 20.
Adams has done very well out of the bullpen since joining the Skeeters. He's pitched in 14 games this year, has a 1-0 record and a 1.35 earned run average. Just 2 runs, both earned, given up in 13 1/3 innings. He misses down and away here for ball 1. Adams has given up 8 hits and 3 walks while striking out 15 batters. And opponents hitting just 170 against him. 1-0. It's a smacked on the ground to the right side, and it sneaks through past Colin Walsh for a base hit. Second hit of the day for Lou Ford, another multi-hit game for the Ducks veteran. The Ducks have a one-out base runner here in the 8th inning. Ford had singled to center back in the first, so he's now 2 for 4 on the day. 18 two-hit games this year, a pair of 3-hit games, so you add it all up, that's 20 multi-hit games this season for the 41-year-old Lou Ford, who will play in his 3rd Atlantic League All-Star game on Wednesday night here. First ever in his home ballpark. And it should be a thrill for Ford, who is a fan favorite here on Long Island, a 9th-year Duck, longest tenured player on the roster in terms of seasons. Travis Snyder swings at the first pitch and fouls it off back behind the plate to count 0-1. Snyder 1 for 3 on the season, a double play ground out in the first, a fly out to left in the 4th, and reached on an infield single in the 6th inning to second base. Ducks now with a total of 7 hits on the afternoon. Ford leads off first, held on there by Chavez. The 0-1 from Adams, and Snyder takes a fastball well up and outside. That'll leave it up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Snyder with the base hit his last time up, extending his hitting streak to 8 consecutive games. There's 1 for 3 here today. He's now 3 for 11 in the series. And 4 RBIs here in the opener. A 3-run home run and a bases loaded walk. The 1-1 swing and a miss as he cuts through the fastball from Adams, about knee high in the count 1-2. Ford has 1 stolen base on the year, but not really much of a stolen base threat for the Ducks. Taylor Ard waiting in the on-deck circle for Long Island. Adams gets the sign and comes set. It'll be a 1-2. Kicks and fires, and Snyder swings and misses for strike 3. He chased downstairs. First time that Snyder has struck out today. 2 Ks in the inning for Adams. 5 for the Skeeters in the game, and there are 2 down here in the 8th. I'm going to bring up Taylor Ard to the plate. And for Taylor Ard, it could be his last opportunity to try and extend his hitting and on-base streaks. He has hit safely in 7 in a row, reached base safely in 11 straight coming in. But is 0 for 3 today with 3 balls put in the air, all recorded as outs. 2 foul pop-ups to the catcher in the 2nd and the 4th, and then a fly out to right field in the 6th. Hit it well, but could not get it over the head of Dennis Phipps. Quick check on Lou Ford at first, who is back safely. Adams now ready. And his first pitch to Ard. Swinging a line drive into right field. There's a base hit. So Taylor Ard wastes no time. First pitch swinging. He extends both streaks. 8 straight games with a hit now and 12 reaching base. A 2-out base hit for Taylor Ard. 2 hits in the inning now off of Adams for the Ducks. David Washington up to the plate for Long Island. Washington had the big hit in yesterday's game with his grand slam over the right field wall. In the 6th inning, it gave the Ducks a 6-2 lead. And can he come up with another big hit here to give the Ducks some insurance in the bottom half of the 8th inning? Ducks now out hitting the Skeeters 8-5. First pitch on the way from Adams. Kicks and comes home, and Washington takes a fastball up in the zone. Today, Washington is 0 for 3. A fly out to left field in the 2nd. He struck out swinging in the 4th and grounded into a 4-6 fielder's choice in the 6th. Ford leads off 2nd, Ard off 1st. Chavez playing behind Ard at first base. Here's the 1-0, and Washington takes a fastball down and in. Now David Washington in the driver's seat with a 2-ball, no-strike count. Washington 2 for 11 in the series. That's at 2 home runs and driven in 7 runs this year against Sugar Land. Here comes the 2-0. Kicking the pitch to the plate. Washington swings through a fastball for strike 1. He was ready to hack with a 2-0 count. Expecting a fastball, expecting a strike. He got both, but ultimately could not make contact in the count 2-1. Ford takes his lead off 2nd and Ard off 1st. Adams working out of the stretch, gets the sign from Cordero. 2-1 pitch. And Washington takes another fastball. This time it misses low, and again a good hitter's count for Washington. 3 balls and 1 strike. You can bet he'll be ready to swing here. He gets a pitch near the zone. His grand slam yesterday came on an 0-1 pitch. Here's the 3-1 delivery. Adams looks to second, deals to the plate, and Washington takes a fastball that is just low for ball 4. Close pitch, but Washington able to lay off. So he draws the 2-out walk, back-to-back 2-out base runners for the Ducks. And they now have the bases loaded with 2 down for Cody Puckett. The walk is brought to you by City MD Urgent Care. There are over 15 City MD locations across Long Island. Need a doctor? Just walk in. On Friday night, it was Taylor Ard. On Saturday night, it was David Washington. Can Cody Puckett make it 3 grand slams in 3 straight days for Long Island? He's 1 for 6 this year with the bases loaded. He comes up here with the bags full. And the first pitch is a breaking ball strike at the knees over the outside corner. Puckett has already gone deep today. A solo home run, a left back in the 5th, his 2nd of the year. Grounded to first prior to that, popped to right his last time up back in the 6th inning. Adams with the 0-1. Puckett takes downstairs. Now we'll even up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Adams has that hard fastball and that tight, hard slider. Ford the runner at 3rd, Ard the runner at 2nd, and Washington with a big lead off of 1st. 1-1 pitch on the way. Puckett swings in a line drive into left center field. That ball's going to get down for a base hit. It splits the outfielders and goes to the wall. Into score is Ford. Into score is Ard. Washington around 3rd. He will score. It's a bases clearing 2-out, 3-run double for Cody Puckett. He's driven in 4 on the day, and the Ducks now lead it 5-0. What an afternoon for Cody Puckett. He comes up clutch. 3 straight base runners with 2 outs here in the 8th, and Puckett with the accentuation. A 3-run double that splits the left and center fielders and goes all the way to the wall. 2nd, 3rd, and 4th RBI of the day for Cody Puckett, who's now up to 17 runs batted in on the year. And boy, is that a big insurance for the Ducks. Here's Anthony Vega. And he takes a fastball downstairs for ball 1. For Puckett, his 11th double of the year, 2nd extra base hit of the day. Ford, Ard, and Washington all scoring on the play, each of them with their first run of the afternoon. And it makes a 2-run ball game, a 5-run contest, the 1-0. And Vega smacks one through the right side for a base hit. Puckett on his way to 3rd. Kevin Baez gives him the stop sign. Ball was hit much too hard. So Vega's got his first hit of the day. Now runners at the corners with 2 out, and the 8th man to come to the plate in the inning will step up to home, and that's Audie Affiner. Austin Adams had a runner at first with 2 men out in the inning after striking out Travis Snyder. But Ard, a first pitch single to right. David Washington drew a walk. Cody Puckett with the bases clearing double on a 1-1 pitch. Now a 1-0 single through the right side by Anthony Vega. And Skeeter pitching coach Corey Dommel is out of the dugout to try and settle down his right-hander. We gave you the numbers before. 1.35 ERA for Austin Adams, who had allowed just 2 runs in 13 1/3 innings coming into tonight. Well, he has now allowed 3 runs in just 2/3 of an inning, on a total of 4 hits and a walk. And 3 of those hits and the walk all coming with 2 outs in the inning. The Ducks giving an opponent a taste of their own medicine, as opponents have oftentimes rallied like that against the Ducks pitching staff this year. Cody Puckett's 3-run double right now, the big hit of this ball game. And those are the kind of big multi-run hits the Ducks were missing at points during the course of the first half. Here's now Audie Affiner, the 8th man to bat in the inning. He's 2 for 3 on the day with a single, a double, and a run scored. First pitch, and Affiner takes a fastball strike over the inside corner, 0-1. Well, we'll see if that changes the mindset. The mindset of Kevin Baez if he sticks with Francisco Rodriguez to come into this game. He was presumably warming up with 2 outs at a 2-0 ball game. 0-1. And Hafner grounds this one towards the middle of the infield. Backhanded by Walsh. The off-balance throw to first. And it's in time for the out. Nice play by Colin Walsh, ranging up the middle to save a run and put an end in the 8th inning. But a big inning for the Ducks offense to add some insurance. They played 3 runs on 4 hits. All 3 runs scoring with 2 outs, and 3 of the 4 hits coming with 2 outs. Cody Puckett's bases clearing 3-run double, providing the impetus. No errors, and there were 2 left on base for Long Island. We head to the 9th here at Bethpage Ballpark. Now the Ducks lead the Skeeters now 5-0.
Hey fans, this is Taylor Ard, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Going way back is Joe Holden, and he is looking up, and that one is headed to field 5 at Robert Moses. The waves are gnarly, and the Ducks have tied it at 1.
That was another home run for the Ducks. And Duck fans, what's more fun than a home run that helps the Ducks win a game? How about a homer that helps the community win? Chappie's Funeral Home and the Long Island Ducks have once again teamed up for the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 homers this season, Chappie's Funeral Home will donate $5,000 to the Quackerjack Foundation. So every time a Ducks hitter goes deep this season, watch for the Chappie's Challenge home run count on the scoreboard. And if we reach 100, we're all a winner. Chappie's Funeral Home, where caring for others is a family tradition.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
On to the 9th inning we go here at Bethpage Ballpark. Long Island Ducks 5 runs, 10 hits, no errors. The Skeeters no runs, 5 hits, and no errors. After Colton Murray struck out Albert Cordero to strand 2 on the bases in the top of the 8th, the Ducks offense goes to work in the bottom half of the 8th inning, and with 2 outs following a single by Taylor Ard and a walk by David Washington, Cody Puckett, who earlier in the game started the offense with a solo home run leading off the 5th inning, puts the capper on that inning with a 3-run double into the left center field gap. It gives the Ducks a 5-0 lead, and Francisco Rodriguez, no longer in a safe situation, comes into the ball game here in the 9th, as presumably he was warming up in the bullpen in a 2-0 game with 2 down and a runner at first base. I have to think he was just about ready to go. He'll come in the 9th. He'll face Phipps, Walsh, and Betancourt, the 3 due up here in the inning. First pitch to Phipps misses low and away, and the count goes to 1-0. Rodriguez pitched the 9th inning yesterday and recorded his 14th save of the year. He allowed just a 1-out walk to Barrett Barnes and struck out Derek Norris, representing the tying run to end the ball game. Kept Courtney Hawkins, the dangerous power hitter, in the on-deck circle. 1-0, and there's a fastball strike, knee-high over the inside corner to even up the count at 1-1. Phipps is 0 for 2 on the day, a fly out to right field back in the 2nd inning and a strikeout swinging in the 6th. In between, he drew a walk in the 4th inning. Be a 1-ball, 1-strike pitch from Rodriguez. He kicks and fires home, and this fastball hits the knees at the outside corner. Hits the outside corner at the knees, I should say. Didn't actually hit his knees. And it's on the count of 1-2 on Phipps. Good job by Colton Murray to avoid any trouble there and keep the lead intact in the top of the 8th after it got a little hairy and a dangerous hitter and Albert Cordero at the plate. And an even better play by Audie Affner, who had a race over to the third base side on the swing and miss down in the dirt, get the baseball and fire a perfect strike to Taylor Ard at first for the final out of the inning. The 1-2 from Rodriguez is a breaking ball just outside. May have been a little low as well. That'll even up the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Affner flashes the signs for Rodriguez. Right-hander has what he likes and comes set. Here's the 2-2. Phipps takes down and away as Rodriguez missed with a fastball. And now the count full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. 5-0, the Ducks lead the Skeeters. Payoff pitch on the way from Rodriguez, and Phipps will swing and get a little piece. Fouls it off to the first base side. Just fighting off enough. And we'll do it once again at 3-2. This is game number 12 of the year between the Ducks and the Skeeters. 4 of their games have resulted in shutouts. 3 have been won by the Ducks. They have won 6-0, 1-0, and 5-0 this year. 2 of those shutouts coming at home, 1 on the road. Their only shutout loss to the Skeeters was a 1-0 ball game. 3-2, and Phipps takes low and outside for ball 4. So Francisco Rodriguez allows the leadoff walk here in the 9th inning after getting ahead in the count of 1-2. Second time that Phipps has gone on via the base on balls, and the 6th walk given up by the Ducks pitching staff here today.
Number 4.
The question is, does it change the mindset at all for a guy like Rodriguez, a closer by trade? He's made a tremendous major league career, 16 seasons in the big leagues out of being a closer primarily. First pitch here to Walsh. He swings and pops one up. Foul behind the plate. Hafner gives it a look, but this will be well back into the seats. And they got 0-1. Does the mindset change now that it's a 5-run game instead of a 2-run game? Do you lose focus at all? And is there not as much emphasis on every pitch? Obviously, if you're a pitcher, you can't let that happen, but sometimes it's just a little natural. The 0-1, Walsh swings, fouls one off to the third base side and out of play. So the count quickly 0-2 in favor of Rodriguez. Walsh today is 1 for 2. He singled to left field back in the 3rd, struck out swinging in the 4th, and then drew a walk leading off the 7th, but was quickly erased on a double play ball. Phipps the runner at first, being held on by Ard. Phipps does not have a big lead. This year has only stolen 1 base in 3 attempts. The 0-2 from Rodriguez, and Walsh swings and pops it foul again to the third base side on a breaking ball coming down and in. So fights off another, and we'll do it again at 0-2. Rodriguez last night had to throw 20 pitches in that 9th inning, 9 of them for strikes. Again, the Ducks will have 4 days off. Rodriguez in that bunch that will have the 4 full days off during the All-Star break. Here's the 0-2. Breaking ball down in the dirt. Walsh would not chase. And the count moves to 1 ball and 2 strikes on the Skeeters' second baseman. About a 4,580 here on this Sunday afternoon. Many of them waiting up on the concourse to run the bases after the final out. 1-2. Walsh swings and grounds it foul to the first base side. So Rodriguez having a little bit of a tough time putting hitters away here. He's already thrown 12 pitches. That's just the 2nd batter of the inning. For Walsh, his 4th foul ball in this at bat against Francisco Rodriguez. Once again, the 1-2 delivery. Phipps leads off of first. Pitch to the plate, and Walsh smacks this one in a right field, a base hit, just off the end of the glove of Taylor Ard. To second base goes Phipps. He will stop right there. A walk and a single, and the Skeeters in business here in the 9th with 2 on and nobody out against Rodriguez.
Third baseman, number 20, Javier Bethpage, number 20.
Audie Hafner going to go out to the mound to try and settle down his right-hander. Not sure if this is just to discuss signs. I think that is what it is, just a quick chat. Go over the signs here. Javier Betancourt will step up to the plate for the Skeeters, sitting in the number 8 spot of the order. He is 1 for 3 on the day. There's 1 hit, a ground ball single through the right side back in the 3rd inning. So Skeeters have put the first 2 on here in the 9th against Rodriguez. First pitch on the way in the at-bat, and Betancourt takes low and outside. And Rodriguez behind at 1-0. Betancourt single to right in the 3rd, struck out in the 5th, and hit on the first pitch into a 4-6-3 double play back in the 7th inning. Rodriguez would love a ground ball at one of his infielders here. 1-0. And this one is smacked in the air to right center field. Long run over into the gap for Anthony Vega. He dives and cannot make the catch. This will get down and go to the wall. Around third is Phipps. He's going to come in to score. Walsh will go to third and stop right there. And now 3 straight have reached against Rodriguez here in the 9th, and the Skeeters are on the scoreboard. They close to within 5-1. Good effort by Anthony Vega to try and get over there and make the catch, but Betancourt's got his 2nd hit of the day, his 5th RBI. And Rodriguez not quite as sharp here in the 9th inning as he was yesterday. A walk and 2 hits put the Skeeters on the scoreboard. Sugar Land now one more base runner away from bringing the tying run to the plate all of a sudden. How big does that 3-run double by Cody Puckett in the 8th inning look right now? Here's the 9-hitter and shortstop Alvaro Rondon to the plate. First pitch from Rodriguez, and Rondon takes a fastball off the outside corner for ball 1. Rodriguez having trouble getting first pitch strikes here. That's the 3rd batter in this inning. He has thrown ball 1-2. The 1-0. Here's the kick and the pitch, and Rondon smacks one in the air foul to the 3rd base side out of play. Again, Rodriguez has pitched on back-to-back days before this year, so this certainly isn't anything new for him. But again, had to throw 20 pitches yesterday, and now all of a sudden comes into a game that's no longer a safe situation. However, had already gotten hot and warmed up, so not surprised he is in. A 1-1, and Rondon takes a breaking ball downstairs. And for Rodriguez here in the inning, he has already thrown 18 pitches, only 10 of them for strikes. Now the count 2 balls and 1 strike on Rondon. Lefty hitter against the righty pitcher. Runners lead off 2nd and 3rd. Still nobody out. The 2-1 pitch. Rondon grounds this one foul along the first baseline. And the camera well past the Ducks dugout, and that'll even up the count at 2-2. I'm looking here. Rodriguez has not gotten 1 swing and miss in this inning. He's had 2 called strikes, several foul balls, but not 1 swing and miss here in this 9th inning yet. 2-2. Kick in the pitch. Rondon swings and lines this one in a right. Backing up on it is Travis Snyder. He will make the head-high catch. Tagging from 3rd, coming in to score is Walsh. Moving over to 3rd base is Bettencourt. So a sac fly and an RBI off the bat of Alvaro Rondon. And that makes it a 5-2 ball game. But Rodriguez gets an important first out of the inning.
Back to the top of the order for Sugar Land.
Well, Rondon was right on that pitch from Rodriguez. Hit the ball hard. But fortunately, Snyder was played well to make that grab. So for Rondon, that is his 4th sac fly of the year, giving him his 23rd run batted in. 1 out, a runner at 3rd, and up to the plate will step Barrett Barnes, the center fielder, hitting in the leadoff spot of the order. He is 0 for 4 today. First pitch, and the slider misses low and outside for ball number 1. Barnes has struck out 3 times today, all against Bennett Parry. He went down swinging in the 1st and the 5th, looking in the 3rd, and popped out foul to the first baseman Taylor Ard in the 8th inning. Derek Norris waiting on deck for Sugar Land. Here is the 1-0 from Rodriguez. Kicks and fires home. Barnes swings and misses. A good breaking ball diving down and in. And that evens up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Sugar Land with 2 hits in the inning have close to within 10-7 in the hit column. And they close to within 3 on the scoreboard. And if not for Cody Puckett's 3-run double, if all else stayed the same, it would be a tie ball game right now. 1-1. Barnes is swinging a miss. He chases the breaking ball down and in. And Rodriguez now ahead at 1-2. Ahead in the count, Rodriguez can try and afford to throw that one again, see if he can get Barnes to chase out of the zone for strike 3. Bettencourt, the runner at 3rd, with 1 man out. A 1 ball, 2 strike pitch coming up from Francisco Rodriguez to Barrett Barnes. Kicks and fires home, and Barnes will take a fastball inside. Missed the corner. And that evens up the count at 2-2. Crowd has gotten a little bit quiet here at Bethpage Ballpark in this top of the 9th inning. A bit more tense now, the 2-2. And Barnes takes down and away. So Rodriguez got ahead 1-2, has now missed with 2 straight. And another out of the zone would bring the tying run to the plate in this now 5-2 ball game. Barnes fell behind 1-2. He's worked the count full. Payoff pitch on the way from Rodriguez to Barnes, and Barnes will take low for ball 4. It got through the legs of Audie Aftener. Into score from 3rd is going to be Bettencourt. And it's now a 2-run game at 5-3, and the tying run is going to come up for the Skeeters. So Rodriguez got ahead at 1-2 and now missed with 3 straight. He allows his second walk of the inning. The wild pitch brings in a run.
And once again, boys and girls, we'd like to remind you to
So now 2 hits and 2 walks given up by Rodriguez. The only out he has recorded was on a hard hit line drive to right.
Slowly and safely make your way.
A 5-0 lead for the Ducks has now been trimmed to 2. At 5-3, Rodriguez has a quick chat with Kevin Baez on the mound. Audie Affner as well. And Derek Norris will come to the plate as the tying run here in the top of the 9th inning. And a game the Ducks led 5-0 coming into this inning. And we talked about, again, for a closer, sometimes you don't have that same type of focus and energy coming into a game that's 1 or 2-0 versus a game that's 5-0. Now Rodriguez here has a lot of walk, a single, an RBI double, a sac fly, and a walk. First pitch on the way to Derek Norris, and he'll take a fastball that misses below the knees for ball 1. And now out of the 6 hitters that have come to the plate here in this inning, Rodriguez has missed on the first pitch to 5 of them. He's at 27 pitches now for the inning, 14 of them for strikes. Be a 1-0. Right-hander fires home, and Norris takes a breaking ball that catches a piece of the outside corner for strike number 1. Coming into today, Rodriguez a 2.14 ERA, a 2-0 record, and 14 saves in 21 appearances. Barnes takes his lead off of first base. Rodriguez gets the sign from Affner. 1-1. Smacked foul down the right field line, a bullet into the seats. Fortunately, into an empty row of seats vacated by fans that went up to the Kids Run the Bases line. And Rodriguez once again ahead in the count at 1-2. He's ahead 1-2 on Barrett Barnes before missing with 3 straight and walking him. Was ahead 1-2 on Phipps before missing with 3 out of 4 and walking him. One ball, 2 strike delivery here to Norris. Kick, the pitch. Swinging a ground ball foul down the third base line. Lincoln Juice comes, the third base coach will field and hand it to a fan in the stands. Norris stays alive, will do it again. At 1 ball and 2 strikes. You have to wonder if Kevin Baez is thinking at all here about if another Skeeter gets aboard, do you then take Rodriguez out and bring in another one of your relief pitchers? Right-hander looks into home plate, has the pitch he wants. Barnes takes his lead off of first. And the 1-2. Breaking ball down low. Norris able to hold up his swing. He tried to get him to chase. Rodriguez has been trying to get these Skeeters to chase throughout the course of the inning. But Sugarland is just not biting. Again, in this inning, Rodriguez had not had a swing and a miss in an at-bat until Barrett Barnes chased 2 downstairs in the previous at-bat, but did not chase 3 times out of the zone and ended up drawing the walk. A 2 ball, 2 strike pitch now to Norris. Rodriguez is ready. Here's his delivery. Norris swings and lines it into left center. Hit well. On the run in is Lou Ford. He will make the head-high catch. Norris hit it well to the left, but not as deep as initially thought off the bat. Ford able to make the grab for the second out of the inning. And now it'll be Rodriguez against Matt Chavez with 2 down and a runner on.
Number 16.
So Rodriguez gets allowed second out off the bat of Derek Norris. And now Matt Chavez, who is 1 for 4 on the day with a double over the head of Anthony Vega in center field, stepping up to the plate for his 5th time on this Sunday afternoon. 5-3 ball game in favor of the Ducks. First pitch, and Chavez takes a nasty curveball from Rodriguez over the inside corner for strike 1. I've not seen that pitch too much in this 9th inning. A lot of this stuff from Rodriguez had been downstairs, and again, that's just the second batter to see a first pitch strike. Colin Walsh fouled off one in his at-bat. That was the only other first pitch strike for K-Rod. Now the 0-1. Fires home. Chavez checks his swing on a breaking ball down and away. He would not go after it. That will even up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. 3 runs have come in the ninth for the Skeeters to trim a 5-0 Ducks lead to 5-3. Runner at first base is Barnes with 2 men out. A 1-ball, 1-strike pitch from Rodriguez to Chavez. Rodriguez is ready, kicks and comes home. Chavez swings and lines this one foul down the right field line, up onto the concourse out of play. And now Rodriguez and the Ducks are a strike away. Many of the crowd of 4,580 rising to their feet here at Bethpage Ballpark to try and will K-Rod on to the final strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes against Matt Chavez. Barnes takes his lead off first. Rodriguez comes set. 1 ball, 2-strike pitch on the way to the plate, and Chavez will check his swing on a breaking ball. They appeal to first. Frank Chiarilli says no swing. That will even the count at 2-2. It was close. Again, Rodriguez trying to get Chavez to chase. The Skeeter first baseman able to hold up. And it evens up the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 men out. Deuces wild, 2-2, 2 out, 2-run ball game in favor of the Ducks. Hafner flashes the signs. Rodriguez looking in. Now has the pitch he likes. 2-2 pitch coming up. Kicks, fires, downstairs, blocked by Hafner. Again, Rodriguez try to get Chavez to chase. And now the count full at 3-2. I think at this point here, obviously Sugarland is not biting on those pitches downstairs. You got to challenge the Skeeters. See if they can get a swing and a miss. But you don't want to leave anything right near the middle of the plate with the dangerous bat of Matt Chavez. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. That means that the runner at first, Barnes, will be off on the pitch, and now timeout is called at home plate. Rodriguez with 37 pitches here in the 9th inning. Chavez is the 7th man to come to the plate. The 3-2 pitch on the way from Rodriguez to Chavez. He kicks, he fires, and Chavez will check his swing on a breaking ball. They appeal to first. They say he went around for strike 3. Francisco Rodriguez strikes out Matt Chavez. This ball game is over, and the Long Island Ducks hang on to defeat the Sugarland Skeeters 5-3 and complete a 3-game sweep to open up the second half of the 2018 season. Oh boy, it got hairy there in the 9th. Not the best stuff from Francisco Rodriguez, but he manages to strike out the dangerous Matt Chavez on a half swing and record the final out to keep the Skeeters from tying the game and give the Ducks their 3rd consecutive win and 4th in the last 5 games. Don't go anywhere. The post-game show is coming up next. We'll recap this game and hand out the player of the game honors. Ducks win it today 5-3 over Sugarland.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Asher Tolliver, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Oh, I love it. The color of my new Nicolot patio is so vibrant. It's unlike anything I've ever seen.
You're welcome. I'm just going to go finish that Nicolot walkway now.
Make your pavers vivid Nicolot pavers. The best looking, most vibrant pavers with the most 3-color blends in the industry. Featuring Nicolot's exclusive paver shield and color blending technology. With color throughout and guaranteed not to fade. Live life in color with Nicolot. Visit Nicolot.com.
Hey Ducks fans, stay up to date with Long Island's hometown team by visiting Quack of the Bat, the official blog of the Long Island Ducks. Quack of the Bat will bring Ducks fans beyond the headlines with in-depth feature articles, breaking news stories, game previews, and so much more. Interact with the team during the entire season through quotes directly from the players and coaches, as well as exclusive video clips and photos. Check out the blog today at quackofthebat.wordpress.com. Quack of the Bat, the official blog of the Long Island Ducks. I think this one certainly got a little too close for comfort to some of the fans here at Bethpage Ballpark. As the Long Island Ducks at one point had a 2-0 lead, they extended it to 5-0 with 3 runs in the bottom half of the 8th inning, courtesy of a double off the bat of Cody Puckett. But ultimately, Francisco Rodriguez nearly ends up allowing the Sugarland Skeeters to make a comeback from 5 runs down. They scored 3 runs in the 9th inning. And unfortunately for the Skeeters, they come up just 2 runs short with the tying run at the plate. Matt Chavez chases strike 3 after Derek Norris lined out to left, and the Ducks hang on for the win. They complete the 3-game sweep, just their second series sweep of the season. The Ducks are now a perfect 3-0 to start the second half of the season. Let's recap this one. It was a terrific pitcher's duel over the first 7 innings of this ball game. Neither side scoring in the first 4 innings. The biggest performance by the pitcher was Bennett Parry, escaping a first and second no-out jam in the 3rd by striking out a pair of hitters. He ended up leaving the bases loaded in the inning. And in the bottom of the 5th, the Ducks were finally able to get through on the scoreboard when Cody Puckett lined a solo home run over the left field wall to lead off the inning. For Puckett, it was his 2nd home run of the year, his first since opening night here at Bethpage Ballpark on May 4th. The Ducks at that point had a 1-0 lead. They would add another in the inning when Audie Affner doubled to right field with 1 out, and Jordani Valdespin singled through the right side with 2 outs to plate Affner, and that gave the Ducks a 2-0 lead. Bennett Parry continued to pitch well. He had struck out the side in the 5th, and then in the 6th inning, allowed a 1-out double, a 2-out walk, but struck out 2 more in the inning, and ended up striking out 10 over 7 shutout innings. He allowed 4 hits, did walk 4 batters, but struck out 10 the 6th time this year. He has struck out 10 or more in a single game. And it stayed 2-0 all the way until the bottom of the 8th after Colton Murray worked around a 1-out single and a 2-out walk in the 8th inning. The Ducks were able to come through in the bottom half of the 8th to get some much-needed insurance. It didn't seem like it would be needed at first, but it ended up being very vital in the end. With 1 out in the 8th inning, Lou Ford singled to right, and then with 2 outs after a strikeout of Travis Snyder, the Ducks went to work against reliever Austin Adams, who had taken over in that inning. Taylor Ard singled on the first pitch through the right side. David Washington drew a walk that set the stage for Puckett, who on a 1-1 pitch lined a double into the left center field gap that scored Ford, Ard, and Washington. A bases-clearing 3-run double as part of a 2-hit, 4 RBI day for Cody Puckett. Long Island at that point took a 5-0 lead. And some added insurance for Francisco Rodriguez, who was ready to come in with a score 2-0 and 2 outs in that 8th inning. So Kevin Baez stayed with him, brought him in the 9th. But in the non-save situation, Francisco Rodriguez certainly did not seem to be as sharp. He allowed a leadoff walk to Dennis Phipps, a single to Colin Walsh, and an RBI double to Javier Betancourt. And all of a sudden, it was a 5-1 game. A sac fly to Alvaro Rondon followed to make it 5-2, but a big first out there. And then a walk to Barrett Barnes after getting ahead 1-2, and on the walk a wild pitch. So all of a sudden it was a 2-run game at 5-3, and the tying run coming to the plate in the form of Derek Norris. Well, in a long at bat, Norris finally ended up lining a shot to left field, hit hard, but Ford was able to move in and make the catch for the 2nd out of the inning. And then got the count to 2-2 on Matt Chavez through a breaking ball downstairs that Chavez put a half swing on, and ultimately went around, according to first base umpire Frank Urelli, for strike 3. The Ducks held on for the 5-3 win after Rodriguez had to throw 38 pitches to get the final 3 outs of the ball game. So the final totals from tonight's game: 5 runs, 10 hits, no errors for the Ducks. They left 6 men on base. For the Skeeters, 3 runs, 7 hits, and no errors. They left 9. Bennett Parry gets his 6th win of the year, so he now leads the league in strikeouts. He leads the league in wins, tied for the league lead in that category, and ranks in the top 3 in earned run average. So he is certainly in the mix for the Atlantic League's pitching Triple Crown this year. He improves to 6-1. Ben Grissett pitched well, 7 innings of 2-run ball, but takes the loss. He falls to 2-3. There was no save in this game, which took 2 hours and 44 minutes in front of the crowd of 4,580 here at Constellation Field. It is time to hand out the Player of the Game honors, and certainly honorable mention goes out to Bennett Parry for his work on the mound. 7 shutout innings, 4 hits, 4 walks, 10 strikeouts. But today it's got to go to Cody Puckett, who was in need of a big day at the plate, and he got it. A solo home run in the 5th inning that got the scoring started for the Ducks, and his first home run since May the 4th. And then a bases-clearing 3-run double with 2 outs in the 8th that proved to be the difference in the end, as it gave Long Island the 5-3 win. So Cody Puckett is tonight's Player of the Game. Take one more break. When we come back, the out-of-town scores, and then we'll wrap things up here on Long Island.
Hey fans, this is outfielder and hitting coach Lou Ford, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Sayville Ford, Long Island's Ford giant, has been family-owned and operated for over 60 years. Stop by today to check out their giant selection of new and pre-owned vehicles at their state-of-the-art showroom, featuring enclosed service drives and a luxurious customer lounge. Get giant savings on hundreds of new and used vehicles in stock. Save-O Ford, the no-fees dealer. Visit online at saveoford.com or download the Save-O Ford app today to learn more. Call 855-917-8737 today.
Have your birthday at the ballpark this season and celebrate with the flock. Kona Ice birthday party packages with the Long Island Ducks are now available. Each package includes 10 box seats, a commemorative birthday t-shirt, and autographed baseball. Refreshments including hot dogs, chips, cupcakes, frozen ice treats, and so much more. Best of all, the birthday child will stand on the dugout while the entire crowd sings happy birthday. Reserve your party today by calling the group sales department at 631-940-3825. Kona Ice birthday parties with the Long Island Ducks, a once-in-a-lifetime experience. The kids and kids at heart running the bases here at Bethpage Ballpark on this Sunday evening, celebrating a Ducks series sweep of the Sugarland Skeeters, just Long Island's second series sweep of the year. They take all 3 games from the Skeeters here on Long Island to open up the second half of the season, a perfect 3-0 start, and certainly what the Ducks wanted heading into the Atlantic League All-Star break. Of course, now you have the All-Star break. You don't want that to break up your momentum, but nothing you can do about that. Ultimately, the Ducks get off to a good start. Let's take a final look at the out-of-town scoreboard before we head out the door here on this Sunday evening. Final from earlier today, the Lancaster Barnstormers fall at home to the New Britain Bees 6-3, so the Bees take 2 out of 3 to open up the second half. Winning pitcher was Rainey Lara. He improves to 5-3. The losers Joe Gardner fell to 3-6, and Evan Scribner with his 12th save of the year. Lara and Scribner both all-stars for the Liberty Division this year. Casey Hobson, his 3rd home run. Trayvon Robinson, his 3rd home run in the loss. These were led by Jonathan Galvis, who was 2 for 4 with an RBI and 2 runs scored. It took 11 innings, but the Blue Crabs with a walk-off win 4-3 over the York Revolution to avoid a sweep at the hands of the Revs in their home ballpark. Winning pitcher in relief was Craig Stemme, improved to 4-3. The losing pitcher Luke Westfall fell to 1-2. Dominic Severino, Casey Delgado, the starters in that one. Home runs in the ball game, 2 from Melky Mesa of York, his 8th and 9th of the year, and 1 from Austin Green of Southern Maryland, his 3rd of the season. And meanwhile, they're in the bottom of the 9th at TD Bank Ballpark in Bridgewater, New Jersey. Somerset trying to rally for the walk-off win. Game is tied at 1, bottom of the 9th, Somerset with 2 on and 1 out. Felix Baez-Poole started the game for the Road Warriors, and Andrew Johnston is now in the game pitching. David Kubiak struck out 10 in 7 2/3 innings for Somerset. Nate Rowe most recently was in the ball game. Somerset's RBI coming from Kyle Roller, the Road Warriors from Alfredo Silverio. And now the bases are loaded with 1 out, and up at the plate is Alfredo Rodriguez, an all-star for Somerset. So the Patriots trying to complete a sweep there of the Road Warriors. Yankees won earlier today 2-1 over the Blue Jays up in Toronto. It took 10 innings, so the Yankees take 2 out of 3 there. Winning pitcher Chad Green improved to 5-1. Tyler Clippard, the loss, fell to 4-3. David Robertson, his 2nd save of the year. And Duhar and Gardner with the RBIs for the Yankees. Gardner, the game-winning hit in the 10th. Meanwhile, Kendrys Morales, his 10th home run of the year for the Blue Jays. Mets were shut out by the Tampa Bay Rays 9-0. Nathan Eovaldi took a perfect game into the 8th inning, but lost it on a hit to Brandon Nimmo. He still gets the win to improve to 3-3. Chris Flexen, the loss, fell to 0-2. And the Rays got home runs from Cron, his 17th, Bowers, his 3rd, and Wendell, his 3rd. Red Bulls and NYCFC, the Hudson River Derby going on at Yankee Stadium right now. They're scoreless in the 43rd minute. And the New York Liberty fell at home today 97-87 to the Dallas Wings. So we have the Atlantic League All-Star Game as the next game on the schedule. Most of the Atlantic League teams will enjoy 4 days off except for the All-Stars, 22 players on each side. They'll make their way here to Central Islip for the Atlantic League All-Star Game presented by Good Samaritan Hospital. Wednesday night, 6:35 start time. Gates open at 5 o'clock. We have the pregame Dig Me Home Run Derby that will begin at about 5:10 p.m. And then again, the game will follow at 6:35. Post-game fireworks spectacular. It should be an amazing night here at Bethpage Ballpark. 7 Ducks will play in their home ballpark for the All-Star Game. Tickets are still available, so if you want to come out, it's going to be a big crowd here, but tickets are still available. You can get them at the Bethpage Ballpark box office, online at liducks.com, or over the phone at 631-940-TIXX. Ducks will return to action on Friday night when they take on the York Revolution on the road for the first of 3. That'll do it for us here on this Sunday evening at Bethpage Ballpark. Once again, the final score. The Ducks hang on for a 5-3 win over the Sugarland Skeeters to complete a 3-game sweep to start the second half. We invite you to join us for our next Ducks broadcast. We'll have the All-Star Game broadcast right here on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Join us starting at 5 o'clock. We'll have the pregame Dig Me Home Run Derby broadcast along with all the All-Star festivities. So you can follow all the action right here on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network this Wednesday night from Bethpage Ballpark. And then, of course, the Ducks will next play on Friday when they open up the 3-game set at York. Pre-game show at 6:15, the first pitch at 6:30. My name is Michael Pollack. Thank you so much for spending your Sunday evening and your entire weekend with us. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast and another Ducks win. Have a great rest of your weekend. We'll do it all over again on Wednesday night here at Bethpage Ballpark for the 2018 Atlantic League All-Star Game presented by Good Samaritan Hospital Medical Center. Good night and so long from Central Islip, New York.